14 out of 16. Where's that number 15 at, I wonder? Did I lose a channel? Oh, there it is, 15. Boom. Hey, Debbie. Good. All right, it looks like the main channel is still down. I'll triple check it just to make sure. I've got a video to watch with you guys. Emma Vigeland defends AOC present vote. How can you defend that vote? That is stupid. Emma Vigeland is a dummy. She's a dummy. I can't curse in the first 20 minutes of the videos, right? Something like that. Appeal submitted. Yeah, they're not reviewing my appeal. Nice, huh? I must have appealed that almost a week ago. And they're just ignoring the appeal. And that's how they get you. That's their new way. Now, yeah, you can appeal it. Oh, yeah, sorry, we just never got around to it. But at least I'm broadcasting on all of my 5 other YouTube channels. That's awesome. I'm broadcasting on all the Facebooks. I'm broadcasting, I don't think it's going up onto Twitter. But we're broadcasting, to Trovo and a few others. So we're out there. Enoch. Sound interference. Oh, yeah, my phone's right here. Thanks. Leave that phone sometimes too close to the TV and I forget about it. I guess I could turn it off. Then I won't have to worry about it. I don't have to have it on. Yeah, there we go. Just put that right there. Roger. What's up, Roger? Patrick. All right, so got a video. I saw this guy on Twitter, and he said, "This is my video on fake patriots." And I was like, the first thing I thought was, "Oh, fake patriots. Well, I hope that you served in the military, right?" Because the definition of, we'll just start this right from the beginning. I usually would get into this after we watch the video a little bit. I'm just going to give you a little background. The definition of a patriot is someone who is willing to fight, to go to war, to defend their country. Am I willing to go to war? No. Am I a patriot? No. Not me. I'm not going to war. That's what a patriot is. Period. Full stop. I went to this guy's channel. The very first thing he said is, "I've served 20 years in the United States military." I was like, "Oh. Well, I will listen to you then, because you are a real patriot." He is. So someone who is in the military or has been in the military that served and offered their services, even if they were a desk clerk, they put themselves out there, and if those recruiters or those people in charge wanted to take that person and send them off to war, he was available, or she was available, or they were available. And you know what? That's a fucking patriot. Period. That's all. All right? So some soccer mom waving a flag claiming she's a patriot. Oh, did you enlist? Well, I'm sorry. No, you're not a patriot. Period. You're not a fucking patriot. The only way you go to war to fight for this country is to enlist in the military. Going to war isn't getting on your computer and sharing memes with your Facebook buddies, or going to a march outside and waving your stupid fucking flag around. That doesn't make you a patriot. You can put on all the red, white, and blue. You can paint your penis red, white, and blue. It doesn't matter. You can tattoo it on your vaginal lips. I don't give a fuck. You're not a patriot until you register to go to fucking war. Period. That's what a patriot is. Now, if you think you're a patriot and you didn't enlist in the military, you're not. All right? You can't. Let's say you're a person that you're not physically capable of fighting. You can't be a patriot then. It's discriminatory, I know, but that's the term. And if you can't enlist in the military and you can't go fight for this country, You're not a fucking patriot. Oh, you want to, but that doesn't, the fact that you say you want to do it doesn't make you a patriot. The fact that you say, oh, I got a gun, I would go kill somebody on my country, oh, I would do. You don't do it. You're not doing it. So until you're doing it, you're not it. That's not it. It's not you. Okay? You're not that. You're not a fucking patriot. It's that simple, right? So this is something that I understand, I have a really good grasp on. I found a guy who's ex-military, and he wants to have the same discussion, and I'm, like you guys know, I'm more than willing to hear what he has to say about this. So let's listen to what this guy has to say, and I'll comment if I find anything that I disagree with. All right? And I'll comment on things that I do agree with as well. Let's pay attention now. And let me just say this. For my audience members who've already left, you're going to miss a great show, but you've already left and you didn't give me a chance. So, bye. And those of you that stayed, good. You're about to get a great show, so make sure you stay tuned. Don't run off. All right? Because this is going to get really good, I'm sure, and I have not watched this video yet.
Hey, folks, the man with the pinky ring, the New York thing, forget about it, Brad Berkeley. And you're watching another episode of Bad Brad Thoughts on the Ringside Report Web TV channel. Now make sure you hit that button wherever corners in and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We picked up a lot of new subscribers around the world, and that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. As well, follow me on Twitter at BadBradRSR. Again, it's at BadBradRSR. Well, today, folks, I want to talk about fake patriots. Okay,
so he says right now he wants to talk about fake patriots. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave him a message below. I already left him one. I'm going to say another. Please consider buying a quality microphone. I can help. Or use some carpeting or other furniture to deaden the sound in your room. The echo is horrible. All right. Just helping out a fellow podcaster. All right, here we go.
You didn't know, and I'm sure that you do if you watch my show, you always hear me say,
hey, Phil.
I was in the United States Navy for 20 years
guys. Hey, Lynn
and
Marie.
28 days. That is the exact number that is on my DD 214. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
All right. How long?
28 days. That is 20 years and 20 years and 28 days.
20 years and a month this guy served in the military. Thank you for your service. Great. I don't like saying that, but in this case...
That is the exact number that is on my DD 214. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Fake patriotism. Well, Deb and I live in Northwest Indiana. Don't tell anybody. I'm not proud of the fact. And we go to
I love this guy!
So which we really like.
I love this guy! I already love him.
From Crown Point. Actually, our address is a Crown Point address. Well, almost every other weekend in Crown Point, and in Valparaiso, on a city block or in a square of Crown Point, you have these people that think they are true patriots. Now, let me tell you what their definition of patriotism is. Waving a flag around saying, you will not make me wear a mask, even though people are dying.
I got about 2 minutes into this video. This is about how far I got into the video, and this is where I stopped it because I said, whoa. I said, this guy's making sense. I need to go live with my audience so you guys can hear this guy. His name is Bad Brad. You guys need to hear this guy because while him and I have different backgrounds, right? I'm an anti-government guy. He's ex-military, so he fought for the government. Yet we still agree on this. There's fake fucking patriots out there. And if you're not going to war, you're not a fucking patriot. Full stop. You're just a pussy. You're a wannabe. It sucks, but maybe you need another definition. You know, maybe you call yourself a nationalist. You know? And hey, maybe you'll even fall into that white nationalist category. See where that's going? It doesn't go to a very good place, does it?
Because they don't get vaccinated, and they get COVID, and they give it to someone else, and they don't want to wear a mask. They want their kids back in school like we all did. Now, my son is in his 30s, so school's not an issue with me anymore. But because I have empathy for people, I understand and I feel for the people that have kids that want to be back in school. They don't want to wear masks, but they want it back in school because they don't want distant learning. Here's the thing. You can't have it all ways. Okay? You can't say your rights were trampled on when your rights start to trample on my rights, because then you don't have any more rights. But along with the mask on the city blocks in Valparaiso and in Crown Point, they have the Trump flags, which I don't understand how the two go together other than an orange, racist, morally obese, lying traitor, somebody's trying to call me, I don't know who it is, traitor, wouldn't wear a mask. And we know why he wouldn't wear a mask, because he didn't want to mess up that ugly orange makeup that he wears. Let's call it what it is. Come on. It's the only reason why. Because
Wow.
they make masks extra large for his fat face.
Are you guys glad that I found this guy on Twitter? Are you guys glad that I found this guy on Twitter? You know what you can do? You can tweet at him and let him know that I'm covering this right now. In fact, what I'll do is I'll tweet it at him myself. If I can find him. I don't know if I liked her. It's badass Brad. Bad Brad. Yeah, I don't think I liked it or anything because I didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh, fake patriotism. Let's see if this guy is ex-military first. And then I'll just call him out on his bullshit and I'll be done with him. Right? Nope. Guy's making complete, total sense here. Okay, I don't know what his name is on Twitter, so just give me a second. Fuck. Maybe it'll say it right here on his video. Bad Brad Berkwit. Bad Brad on... Oh, there it is. Bad Brad RSR. Bad Brad RSR on Twitter, everybody. At Bad Brad R. There he is. RSR. All right. Hey, bro, excellent upload covering it live now on my show. And give him a link to this show. Let me give him a link if he wants to come over. Fake Patriots, not me though. Yeah, I would never call myself a fucking patriot, man. Now, after I saw the movie, seriously, this is what started it. After I saw the movie The Patriot, and it starred that fucking douchebag, that Jew hater, I was like, well, okay, now I know I'm not a fucking patriot. I was like, if that guy calls himself a patriot, then I'm definitely not a fucking patriot. What's his name? Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, fucking anti-Semitic fucking cunt bitch. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we sent him a tweet, right? Good. So if he wants to come by, he can come by and watch.
So, they have flags to say Trump won. Trump 2024 JFK Jr. Now let me talk about that JFK Jr. point. Their parents, or at least their grandparents, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, I promise you this fact, and I put any amount of money on what I'm about to say, this talking point. They were heartbroken whether they voted for John F. Kennedy or not when he was assassinated in 1963 because of what it did to the country. But don't you think that's disrespectful? JFK Jr. died with his wife and I believe his wife's mother in a plane crash in 1999.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
It was July of 1999, dude, but it was definitely that year.
When has a Trump supporter ever done anything that's respectful? Seriously, name one respectful thing that Trump supporters do. Name one. In fact, it's almost as if to be a Trump supporter, you have to be a disrespectful person, period. Of everything and everybody. You have to not give a fuck about anybody but yourself. How can you find anything redeemable in those people?
Very sad time. John was one of the Kennedys that I liked the most.
Al, the best way to get THC out of stalks is you're not going to get any THC out of stalks. There is none. Okay? Now, if there's stems, where the buds were on the stems, there will be some THC. So if you've got stems instead of stalks, because stalks will have nothing, right? The buds are nowhere near the stalk of a plant. All right? So if you're looking to get the stems, some people boil them and make tea. It's a very low quantity of THC. Or take all the stems, cut them down, and put them in a jar of alcohol. Soak them in the alcohol, right? Pour the alcohol out into a large dish, a tray. Let the alcohol purge off. You can use heat. Let it all come to one side, and then at the edge, you'll have all of your THC oil. You just take something like a lighter. Well, it's flammable. Take something non-flammable, put it underneath the tray so it all goes to one side. After it's almost all evaporated and there's just a little film left, get it all to one side. The rest will evaporate. You can use a hair dryer carefully. And then you'll be left with nothing but oil, with THC oil. Now, you're going to get negligible THC from stems. And my recommendation is you take those stems and you throw them in the fucking garbage. If you're dealing with stems, you're doing it totally wrong, man. You're growing wrong. If you're trying to harvest THC from stems, you're doing this totally wrong. So keep that in mind. And when I say you're doing it wrong, what I mean is you're not growing yourself enough. You're not growing on a large enough scale. You shouldn't have to try to scrape THC from a stem that will barely give you anything. You're wasting money literally on alcohol just to try to get a little tiny bit, like another dab's worth of fucking, you know? You're better off just going down the street, finding some kid standing on a street corner and buying a nickel bag, you know? You're way better off doing it that way. That's why that market does so well. Because some people don't want to grow it, you know, they don't have the time, you know, nobody knows how to concentrate it, you know. Anyhow, this is like a third smoked bowl from yesterday, and I don't care because I know there's still THC in there. No, I just had to grow. I wanted to make sure before. Throw it away. Throw the stems away, man. They're not good for much. I mean, you could do a little research on YouTube and see if there's people doing good things with stems or stalks. You know, they're probably pulling the strands off it and making string out of it. Who knows? I don't, because I grow so much. I grow on such a large scale, so I don't have to scrape. You know? Because I know what it feels like to scrape drugs when you're running low. I know what it feels like to search around on the carpet for a piece of fucking crack cocaine that I lost in the carpet. On my hands and knees searching for a piece of rock. I've been there. I've done that. So, you know, it's you don't want to be like that. You don't want to get to that point. So, overgrow. Always overgrow. You can always give away the extra. You know, people will take it from you. I give away plenty, you know. Plenty of people come over, do work for me or whatever, just friends, and I'll throw them huge bags of cannabis. All right, so that's why when people ask me if they can buy it from me, I get confused and I just kind of shut down. I'm like, buy what? I don't do that. I don't sell cannabis. Throw the stems away. Get more out of the roots. John Kitten, are you saying that you could get some THC from the roots? Because that's a lie. You would not get more out of the roots. You'd get more off the stems than you would the roots. The roots have nothing. I have no idea what you're talking about. But, I don't know, sometimes you say some fucked up shit. Anyway, let's hear what this man says and let's smoke some great cannabis while we listen to him. We smoke the cannabis while we listen to the Patriot talk.
So isn't that disrespectful?
Cheers. Yeah, it's disrespectful. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how I said it's almost as if in order to be a Trump supporter, you got to be disrespectful. You have to not care about anybody but yourself. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. Oh, God, that's sickening. What a shit club.
Because the man is dead. Okay? You're always going to have some nuts that have conspiracy theories like Elvis is walking around 7-Eleven. We've seen that in the Front National Choir. But that's where they at. And they think that is patriotism. No, you know what patriotism is? That shadow box back there with all my medals. You see that flag? Just because you walk around waving a flag in the United States of America, which, by the way, I am not for flag burning. I'm not for spitting on the flag, defecating on the flag, or whatever other terrible things you want to do to the flag. But I'm going to tell you right now, as a man that had a flag in that shadow box that was flown over the Pentagon on April 12, 2006, which is my dad's birthday, and put in my shadow box, the flag does not mean what it used to mean.
Good for you.
Because the flag...
Fuck your flag. I love this guy. I love this guy. This guy could be like my best friend. I had no idea that there were people like this. This is fucking fantastic.
A true patriot is about
people.
wrapping itself around everybody.
People, not a piece of fucking cloth. Exactly. This guy proved my point, and I never thought a man who was in the military would be able to prove my fucking point about fuck your flags. There it is, from a military guy. The flag don't mean shit today, and he's right. It's been used to murder too many people.
In America.
Think of all the coffins draped in that flag because of that flag. Kind of fitting, isn't it?
White, black, straight, gay, Christian.
I'll say it again. In words that all of you can understand. Kind of ironic the way military coffins are draped with the same flag that resulted in those soldiers' deaths. It's the fucking epitome of irony. Is the flag being draped over their coffins? That's literally what got them killed. Oh, we're so proud of you. Here's the thing that got you killed. We're going to bury you with it. Here's that stupid piece of cloth that got you killed, left your fucking family without you, you know, and who knows what kind of fucking pain and misery we've caused for other people because you're gone now. Oh yeah, and here's the flag that you died for, while all the people are still alive crying for your death. Thank you, man. Thank you for your service. Now you are really offering service for the whole world right now by saying these words. I really appreciate this guy. You guys, I only watched 2 minutes into this video. We're 4.5 minutes in. I'm fucking totally blown away by this guy. Y'all should unfollow me and go follow this guy. Seriously. Fuck this show.
Christians, atheists, and all of the above. Okay? That's what it's about.
Everyone.
These are not patriots. And you think because you fly the flag, when you fly the flag in the back of your freaking rusty ass pickup truck,
love this
with
guy.
your 2 teeth and your John Deere wearing ass hat.
Okay. Let's not get racist, okay? One of my favorite people in the whole world wears a John Deere hat. Okay, so let's not go there, okay, pal?
Stickers about lock Hillary up and all these bumper stickers, and the only thing holding your bumper on is these stickers because it's so rusted out. You are not a patriot.
Oh my God! The only
bumper
thing holding your bumper together is all of the Trump stickers you've got on it. Did he just make that shit up? I need a writer. This guy can come write for me. That was flawless writing right there. The only thing holding your fucking... Because it's a shitty bumper. Because you can't afford a nice car. The only thing holding your fucking shit bumper on your shit car is your shit fucking Donald Trump bumper stickers. Can we listen to him say that again? Hey, man, at this point, you know, the audience members that are leaving right now, I couldn't give a fuck about you if you're going to leave this show. This is the guy right here. Not you. You're going to leave this show? Fuck off. Go fuck off. All right, you're going to leave? Fuck you. Get out of here. Leave. I'm having fun listening to this guy. This guy's great. My lame-ass audience members don't even want to stay and listen to this fucking amazing dude. Wow. Suck my dick. If you're leaving, suck my dick. Suck it on your way out the door.
Hat. And you got bumper stickers about lock Hillary up and all these bumper stickers, and the only thing holding your bumper on is these stickers because it's so rusted out. You are not a patriot.
Oh my God.
When you put that "Don't Tread on Me" at Snake, which is about Trump, and because you're a Confederate, when we're all signed a Confederate fucking flag, I had to go there. I had to throw that for there. Confederate flag. You are not a patriot.
He's angry.
You are not a patriot.
He's trying to not curse.
And I'm not just saying people that served in the military or did a career like myself, that alone makes us a patriot. No, respecting humanity. Not just standing up for the national anthem. There's nothing the matter with that. I'm not going to knock people that do that. But that's not what defines patriotism. Being good to your neighbor. Being respectful, knowing boundaries.
Hey, he said something funny, HippieChick. It's not this is hysterical. He said one funny thing. There's nothing hysterical about this fucking upload. This is hysterical. Yeah, hysterical. Yeah, he's talking about fake patriots. It's so hysterical, HippieChick. That doesn't even make sense. He said something funny and it was cute. That's it. It's not this is hysterical.
That's patriotism.
God.
It's very simple. It's not just about a flag.
Are you even listening to what he's saying?
When Trump humped the flag in CPAC in 2017 and impregnated the flag, and for all of you people that doubt it,
exactly.
there's a flag walking around.
Dude,
his name was Freddie, if you really want to know people.
He's using my fucking language. I said that Trump was dry humping that flag. This is fantastic. This guy's nailing every single thing that he says.
Saying, I heard, and it's striped red, white, and orange, so you know it's Trump's kid. Who humps a flag? Trump wouldn't know the United States flag from the Russia flag. Remember, Russia, are you hearing? Remember that one in the campaign? When he said about Hillary's emails? That's not a patriot, and you're not patriots either. So quit the bullshit. If you still say that the election was stolen when he lost Arizona again, you're not a patriot. When you are snaggletooth, married his cousin, Rudy Giuliani, you are not a patriot. When you're Sidney Powell and you're insane, you are not a patriot. When you're that traitor who should be put in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas brig and stripped of his rank and lose his retirement, Michael fucking Flynn,
dude,
you are not a patriot.
Dude,
Steve Bannon.
This shit needs to go viral. Do you know how many views this video has? 67. It's got 67 views. It's got 67 views. Who's going to be the first person to tweet this at him and at me? Who's going to be the first person to grab that link and tweet it at him and me together? I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, he is on point. Yeah, it was funny, but it's not hysterical. I mean, it was funny. The whole thing is not hysterical. It's your wording. Use your words, HippieChick. You say, that was hysterical. Not this is hysterical. It's seriously, it's just a matter of using your words properly, HippieChick. I wish everyone would just use the words that you've got. You guys don't make sense. I wish you would read what you say before you send it to me, so you can see how silly some of the things are that you're trying to say, and I'm not going to understand them. This is not hysterical.
And it looks like a freaking paramecium is not a patriot. Roger Stone, who's a sexual deviant, and I hope you watch this, Roger.
Okay, maybe it is hysterical. Maybe I was wrong. This guy's fucking hilarious. My bad. Everything he says is fucking hilarious. It's just very serious subject matter,
With Nixon on your back. Where the fuck is that normal?
This guy reminds me of me.
A Nixon on your back. Tricky dick for a dick. You are not a patriot. So cut the bullshit with the fake patriotism. Because I consider myself a patriot.
You are a patriot.
And with that said, I will take a knee with Colin Kaepernick. And I've never said that you don't have a right
hear that?
Not to like what...
You hear that? A true patriot would take a knee with Colin Kaepernick, whatever his name is. Yeah. Yeah, did you hear that? A true patriot would take the knee. Yeah. You hear that, Donald Trump and all your cunt supporters that never went to fucking, never went in the military? Yeah, all you dumb little fucking cunt bitches. I love it. A true patriot would never take the knee. I'm about to smoke for 710, you guys. Cheers. No longer going to cannabis. Cheers.
You are not a patriot. So cut the bullshit with the fake patriotism. Because I consider myself a patriot. And with that said, I will take a knee with Colin Kaepernick. And I've never said that you don't have a right not to like what he did. But what you don't have a right to do, and what I will not allow you to do, is this. Change the narrative of why he did it. And for all those people that want to say that his career was over, so he did this for his career, really? First of all, you son of a bitches couldn't throw a football, let alone catch one. You can't even spell football. He had plenty of career left. And he did it for a bigger cause. I don't care how much money he has. It doesn't matter. I hope he has 50 times the amount of money he had when he got basically kicked out of the league for his stance, which was right. I'd take a knee with him, and if he ever called me to take a knee with him, I'd go take a knee with him, and I would still be more of a patriot to you. Because you people that think you're patriots and never served in the military either, which again, it does not make you a patriot just because you serve. But I respect your
These
service
people exist.
as a serviceman. But for you people that want to talk about the military and represent me, I forgot more about the military than you will ever know, you fake patriots. You never even served in the fucking Salvation Army. So sit your asses down and shut the fuck.
You never even served in the Salvation Army, so sit your asses down and shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Where do I send my money?
Up with your bullshit. Because I'm tired of it, and anybody with half a brain is tired of your crap. The election wasn't stolen. You're not patriots. Okay? I could go on for another 65, 70 minutes on this episode. Actually, I said to Deb, I said, give me a topic. She said, fake patriots. I said, let's rock and roll and do it.
Let's rock and roll.
You are not patriots.
Man.
You're looking at one.
I miss that, having a girlfriend here and saying, what should I do my show about, honey? I miss that. It's funny.
I put my ass on the line. You put your ass on nothing but Trump. And Trump is the biggest racist traitor ever to be seen in the United States of America. And is why I say, and I will stand by, I hate his guts.
Me too.
What he did to this country. All right.
You know,
that's another episode of Bad Brad.
I said I wouldn't go fight for this country, but I'd fight for that motherfucker right there. Fucking give me a gun and tell him to tell me what to go do. All right? I'm getting behind that motherfucker, and I will go do some war for this guy. This guy's got me fucking pumped up. This guy's got me inspired. This guy's got me motivated. And let me tell you, my audience sucks my dick. Because more than half of you guys have walked out on this, and I just can't believe what a bunch of cunt bitches are in this fucking audience. I can't believe what a bunch of little cunts I have in this audience. Those of you that are hearing these words, not you. You guys are good. But you guys just got abandoned by 20 people who didn't want to hear this message. And let me just say, your moms are cunts, your fathers are cunts, your kids are cunts, your fucking cousins are cunts, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents. You're all fucking entire bloodline ancestry of fucking dumb cunt bitches. And this is why the world can't have nice things. Because you're fucking cunts. Because you don't want to hear something when it's making sense. Wow! What a bunch of fucking idiots! No support, nobody willing to sit and listen, except for the 11 of you. There were 20 people here. Now there's 11. And I just want to fuck off everybody that fucking left. And everyone that's still here, thank you. You thought they left. Fuck them. Why are you yelling at us? I'll block you. How about that, HippieChick? You want me to block you? You're the next one. All right? You can fucking follow Karen. How about that? You want to be the next one out the fucking door? With your fat fucking mouth? You want to talk shit to me? Look, I don't care how long you've been in here, and you guys all know this. As soon as you start talking shit and piping up to me, I fucking block you. It happened to Randy. It happened to Karen. Steve Running came about that fucking close to it. I don't give a fuck. Right, HippieChick? You want to fucking pop off at me? Really? Really? Why am I yelling at you? Okay, I accept your apology. Let me watch the rest of this video.
On the Ringside Report web TV channel. Fake patriots, fake patriotism, Bafungu, twice to you. Now, folks, again, follow me on Twitter, at BadBradRSR, at BadBradRSR. Subscribe to my channel, leave your comment.
On Twitter, follow him at BadBradRSR. Go ahead and unsubscribe for me. Go ahead, just leave the fucking show. But make sure you follow this guy. Alright? Because I want what's best for everyone. And you guys, obviously, it's not best for you being here. I can tell. Your numbers speak volumes. So just go fuck off, okay? Go fuck off and go watch this guy because he's fucking great. And that's all I ever do is I show you fantastic podcasters to watch. You know? Shame on me. Maybe that's why my show does so bad.
Comments below. Remember, we can have a discussion and a debate about talking points. But if you want respect, you better show respect. And if you don't,
dude,
I'm bringing back everything you...
I have fucking nothing to debate this guy on. There is absolutely nothing he said that I fucking disagree with. The concept of war I disagree with. And him and I probably agree on that now. He's probably anti-war now. He sounds like he may be. He says the flag doesn't mean what it used to. It sounds like he might be anti-war. And if he's there, I mean, we're kindred spirits, man. I mean, to be indoctrinated for 20 years and to be able to rise above that shit. I mean, aggressively indoctrinated for 20 years with that fucking flag flying over his head like it is right now. To come as far as he has come, to see what he can see, and to be able to rise above the indoctrination and to take that breath of reality. You guys should all be following BadBradRSR on YouTube. He does it good, and he does it right, and he's making all the sense in the world. And if that disturbs you, if that bothers you, if that hurts your feelings, if you can't handle watching this video for whatever fucking reason, then go cunt off, you fucking cunts. Go cunt off. Alright? There's something wrong here. You know, when my audience no longer wants to come to these shows, when all I'm doing is bringing you fucking content, and it's the highest content shows that you cunts will walk out on every fucking time. When I make the most sense, you guys leave. If I just sit here like a goddamn zombie and drool and do dabs and smoke, oh, my audience is more than welcome. They're more than happy to stick around the whole show. It's almost as if you can't take the common sense that comes from a guy like me. It's almost as if when someone is using cannabis, I don't know, I'm just guessing here, I'm throwing shit up on the wall and seeing what sticks. Thank you, Enoch. Wow, you're the first person to do it, right? Thank you. It's almost as if you want me to be that silly, dopey, funny loser. But when I bring reality to your table, when I drop a bag of truth at your front door, you treat it like a flaming pile of shit. So, for everybody that didn't want to hear this segment, I just want to say, man, suck my dick and go fuck off. And don't ever come back to my show again. All right? I will find my audience, and my audience will hear my voice. It might not be you. Oh, I think it'll be Enoch, and I think it'll be James McGill. And I think it might be HippieChick, and could be Jake Ward. We'll find out. You know, those are the last few people that have chatted at me in this live stream. But for all the other fucking dumb cunts that don't want this kind of... Good. Hey, think of this as a purge. You know, I'm going to bring a higher intellect to the show. All right? I'm going to bring you shit like this. And if it's too smart for your low IQ asses, go ahead and show me how dumb you are, you fucking idiocracy morons. Go watch fucking, you know, Ow My Balls. You know? Hey, Jennifer, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. You appreciate my video segment? Well, thank you, HippieChick. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around and watching and listening. I thought I was bringing you something interesting. I mean, he brought me something interesting. So I brought it to you. And I introduced you to his channel. I tell you to subscribe him on Twitter. And I tell you that this guy is making sense. You know, he gets it. He gets everything. It's just, guys, all I ever do is this. I found someone else who does that. It's not about, oh, I'm on this side of that, or I'm on this side of that. No. We're just doing this and figuring out what's right. And then we're saying it. This is what's right. That's all he is. He's a fact bringer. He looks at things and he's like, okay, well, yeah, no. So this is the way it really is, and I'll tell you. Thank you. Yes, HippieChick. Yes, the ones that left are bitchcocks. They are indeed bitchcocks. And, you know, I do my damnedest here to bring you guys quality content. It's not easy when you go 3 times a day, every day. It's not easy. But people like this make it a lot easier for me.
You bring and then some. That's where you want to be trumpets or whatever you call yourself, or want to be resistors. Whatever you want to call yourself, you come on my channel with that bullshit, you get it right back. Okay, but it won't be bullshit, it'll be truth. Be truth and facts. Remember, folks, every act of kindness is a little love we leave behind. Bad Brad. Hey, folks, the man with the pinky ring in it.
Every act of kindness
we leave behind.
Say it one more time.
Bullshit and be truth and facts. Remember,
right? Truth and facts, right? That's all we're talking about here, right? He's literally parroting this right after I say it. Where's my cat? What's up? He makes that noise sometimes. I'm worried he's got a bird in his mouth, but he just wanted me to open the door. You still got food. What's he say right here?
remember, folks, every act of kindness is a little love we leave behind.
Every act of kindness is a little love we leave behind. HippieChick, thank you. Thank you, HippieChick. Here, let me turn the chat on. That was really nice of you to say. I don't know why the chat's not coming up. Give me a second. Oh, that's why. There we go. Damn good video. He needs more views. Well, listen, Enoch. If you think he needs more views, bro, then you don't have to just retweet this at one person. You know, you could retweet this at another person. Then you could retweet it 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 at another person. Then you could share it in a large group on Facebook. Then you could share it in another large group on Facebook. Then you could get your channel shut down on Facebook. Then you could go back to Twitter, and then you get your Twitter channel shut down. And then you could go open up another Twitter account, and then you could start sharing it to other people on Twitter. You could do that. You don't just have to do it one time. You could do it a whole bunch of times. Tweets don't cost money, right? And it's very little bandwidth too to use the site. So everybody has the ability to take this guy's voice and amplify it. Since, you can't amplify my voice because when you do, we all get punished every time you share this video. But you can share his video, and you can make him go viral, and that video should go viral today. This video should be sent to Katie Halper. This video should be sent to Lee Camp. This video should be sent to Graham Elwood. This video should be sent to David Packman. This video should be tweeted at Secular Talk, Kyle Klinsky. This video should be tweeted at The Young Turks. This video should be tweeted at Tim Black. This video should be tweeted at Ben Shapiro. This video should be tweeted at Tim Pool. This video should be tweeted at Candace Owens. This video should be tweeted at Joe Biden. This video should be tweeted at Kamala Harris. This video should be tweeted at every goddamn person in Hollywood and every fucking singer and every rapper and every famous person that you know. Look, if you really think that people should hear that, you could consider.
Bad Brad. Hey, folks, the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing, forget about it. BadBradRSR. I want to talk about...
What did he say, the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing, forget about it? Is that what he just said? What did he say?
Love we leave behind. Bad Brad. Hey, folks, the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing, forget about it. BadBradRSR. I want to talk about my book, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime by me. Forget about it. There it is. If you would like to pick up a copy of it,
forget about
go to authorhouse.com. Again, that's authorhouse.com. If you would like to get it personally autographed with the message that you want in it, or you want me to put something in it, I can take care of that too. You just got to pay postage and handling to Indiana, and we can talk about that in the future. All right, again, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime is the book. Pick it up. Bad Brad out.
Forget about it. Get vaccinated. Move humanity forward. Those are great hashtags, Brad. We love you. This guy was amazing. I wish my audience was 1/1000th as amazing as that guy was. I wish my audience members gave 1/1,000,000th of a fuck as much as that guy did. That you guys would have at least sat here and watched the whole goddamn video. Or taken me with you. You know? Or told more people so more people would have opened up the show and my numbers would have started going up while I was broadcasting. Wouldn't that have been cool? You know? To watch the numbers go up while I'm broadcasting. Where are you, Brad? Come say hello, man. My audience, not so much. And I'm getting sick of my audience, man. But I'm liking people like you, and I'm about to just become a straight up fucking audience member of podcasts like you. I think I'm more of an audience member, man, than a podcaster. 67 views. I'm going to refresh it and just see if there's any more. 69 views. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? One of you clicked on the link that I put in the fucking chat. Really? Wow. Hey, Steve. $69 views now. One of those views was probably me. I need to find a more active audience. You know, because this is not cutting it. This is a fucking pathetic joke. I should have 1,000 people here, man. I'd be rocking right now. Fuck off! How about that? How about that before the bong hits? Fuck off. I think I like that better. Yeah. I don't know why you guys watch from Facebook, man. Half-ass fucking experience. You can't click on a fucking link. I wonder what other kind of stuff this guy's put up on his channel. 2,000 subscribers. Oh, this is a bunch of different people. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, wait. No, it says Bad Brads. Okay, my bad. It's confusing. What's up, Harles? This guy's a fan of Mike Tyson? Who would have thought that? Dude, how long is it? 5 years ago. Holy shit! Kickboxing. He ditched the hat, huh? He used to wear a hat. Wonder what happened to the hat. That'd be the first question I'd ask him. I'd be like, what happened to the hat, bro? So, God, 6 years? He's still fucking uploading 6 years ago. Holy shit. Can you believe this? I think we found the end. 6 years ago, all Battlegrounds MMA ONE raffle on October 2nd. RSR interview with Oklahoma State Athletic. MMA ONE. RSR interview, Olympic gold medal winner. So he started doing ringside interviews. And 6 years ago. Huh? He interviewed Mike Tyson? Dude, it's got 675 views. What?
Ringside.com. We go Mike Tyson, Hard Knocks at the Hard Rock, IEP Productions. Mike was hilarious, which you'll see on a video that we recorded earlier today. Mike, besides for cold weather, which I'm sure that you look forward to that. You prepared? You got the coat and everything? What's your idea of it's a night. It'll be a great card. You're looking for knockouts, and you don't want that, but you want knockouts. Overall, how did the card come together?
Well, listen, man, Magic, I watched these guys on tape, and I thought these guys, the chemistry together was a good fight.
Okay. And I want to ask you real quick, because I told them to keep it light. Are you going to be doing? I just read this book and reviewed it on RingsideReport.com. Everyone read a book that'll make you laugh, cry, and many other things. This is the book for you. I've been asked, I don't know if you've done it already, are you going to do an audio book?
Hey, I don't know. I don't want to go through that stuff.
You don't want to go through that stuff? Okay.
I don't want to do it. They asked me, do I want to do it? I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I don't know if they can pay me. I have to pay me.
Well, I had to ask because my listeners said, hey, you got to ask Mike because we love the book, we love to hear it.
It's just, one day I was in Miami, I was driving, I heard the book, and somebody was reading the words, and then somebody playing the audio book next to it. Okay. I heard it. It was so crazy. That sounded crazy.
It's gotten to the point where we can't hear it anymore, but that is still fucking fantastic and amazing. That was years ago. That was 6 years ago, man. You got to interview Mike Tyson, bro. Doc, what's up, buddy? Yeah. So, yeah, we just had a really good show, man. This guy that we just watched was amazing. Ringside Report web TV channel. So the RSR is Ringside Report. Thumbs up, bro. 675 views. Interviews Mike Tyson. He should change, fucking A, dude, change the title to Mike Tyson Interview. What, are you crazy? That's the problem. Oh, why would you do that? You don't put RSR in the title? That ruined your whole thought. That's why you have 675 views, bro. Listen to me. Go back to that goddamn video with 675 shit views, right? Change the title to Mike Tyson. Make that first. Mike Tyson Interview. That's it. Change the title and watch your views go up. That's the thing that people are going to search for. No one searches for RSR interviews. Hey, man, let me tell you something, bro. The algorithm and the search engine on YouTube suck my dick. If you don't type it in perfectly, you get 675 views on a Mike Tyson interview. Take it from somebody who's had, you know, a tenth of a million views on a single video. It's all about the title and the thumbnail. It's so important. You hid that video by putting RSR first in the title. and then interviews. You put the word RSR in interviews first. It's a hierarchy, bro. It's the most important thing. What people are going to search for. That's the first thing you put in the video. If that's what you're doing. If you want people to see that video, that's what you got to do. If you don't give a fuck, do your own thing, pal. Just do what you got to do. But from one podcaster to another, that video should get seen, even though it's got shit audio. And listen, if you do that again, make sure you either get yourself a standalone mic that you can hold up, get yourself a better device, or ask the person if you can go to a quieter area. Because you can't hear a word he's saying, and I've got an equalizer here, and I was unable to even equalize the voice so I could play it for my audience. This was 6 years ago. I'm sure you've learned since then. But if you haven't, these are just podcaster things that you should know. So, what else do we got here? What else we got going on today? Just remember, if Mike Tyson ever hits you, he's not going to be wearing gloves. Whatever he hits, he's going to break. You know? When this motherfucker's been hitting people, you've been watching him hit people all this time, he's always had gloves. These big padded things on the ends of his fists. Imagine you're in public and that motherfucker hits you. You might not get up, ever. It could kill you. He could probably kill a person with a single shot. I wonder if any of the people that I tweeted that movie at checked it out, 0 Hour, or if they've ever talked about it. We called it, what was Stuxnet? We put in Stuxnet. Right? Okay, Stuxnet. Langner, infographics, real human, the Y-Files. Tech lore. TED. There's a TED Talk. Hey, man, there's a fucking TED Talk. Ralph Langner. How long is it? 10 minutes long, man. About Stuxnet. World 101. Stanford. Dissecting Stuxnet. Today I found out. Stuxnet and the rise of the digital weapon. Movie clips indie. 0 days official trailer. Okay. Stuxnet. Computer worm opens new era of warfare. CBS News. 9 years ago. Bloomberg Live is right now talking about cybersecurity. Live. Tech lore. F-Secure, S4 Events, Shad Slutier, Stuxnet Analyzed, Intervision, SciShow, Foreign Policy, ABC, Intervision, Our Changing Climate. Man, I'm waiting for Vice News 3 years ago. I'm waiting for a Lee Camp or a Graham Elwood or hey Billy or a Ron Placone or a Jimmy Dore or any of these guys to have discussed Stuxnet. And I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying these guys have to find out about this shit and talk about it. I got to hear what they have to say about it. I'd love to hear their take on it. Yangesh, Basti, USC, The Liberal Hindu, Cyber something, Madman, Christian something, a real ICS engineer, Hackler Sploit, Nate Gentile, CBS News, 60-minute investigates cyber warfare 9 years ago. This is all from a Stuxnet search on YouTube, guys. Still nobody that I watch. Internet class. Our own devices. Langner Group. New cyber attack. Langner. What is that Langner? Langner was that guy's name. That was doing the TED Talk. Okay. Stuxnet decoder. Ralph Langner speaks at Stuxnet. There he is. Langner again. Langner Group. Here it is again. Magnolia Pictures. Recode. Langner. Reason TV. The Secret Cyber War is here. 5 years ago. Director Alex Gibney on 0 Days documentary, Stuxnet and Cyber Weapons. Hey, Caliana, how's it going? Billy, liberal Hindu want public restrooms for cows. Fuck that guy. Cyber war. Volks rant. Arn Ra? This guy's name is Arn Ra, but it's spelled differently. Isn't that funny? It's Arnora. It's Arnora. Arnora. In one word, Arnora. Arnora A. Or is it surrounded by A's and it's Harnora? I don't know. American Film Institute. RSA Conference. Malvezniks. RT. Oh, there's RT covered it 6 years ago. The notorious NSA spying agency is increasingly worried. I wonder if that was Lee Camp. I bet it wasn't. Dude, let me open up the RT article. The video from RT.
The notorious NSA spying agency is increasingly worried that...
You're harvesting? Yeah, I'm not ready yet. It's all. How many amber trichomes are you getting? I've got 0 for the most part. But I started late. I mean, I didn't start with the season. I had lights on for several weeks into flower.
That U.S. cyber attacks have actually taught Iran how to hack. That's according to the latest document leaked by Edward Snowden. Now, in 2010, the so-called Stuxnet computer worm reportedly wiped out a fifth of Iran's nuclear centrifuges by making them spin out of control. 2 years later, a destructive data mining virus, nicknamed Flame, has caused massive losses from the computers of Iran's top officials. And it seems Iran learned from the damage. RT's Ganesh Shikam explains.
Right? That's what they say in that documentary. They say that since we attacked Iran, their technology has increased massively because they had to compensate for the attacks that we were doing, right? So they learned a lot more and they built more and they overcompensated, and we created the monster that Iran is now a nuclear power now. That's what they're going to say probably.
When attacking someone, expect a counterattack. The Intercept magazine has published a classified NSA document showing that the U.S. spy agency was concerned that Iran was learning from the cyber attacks that it suffered. This is from April 2013. The NSA refers to a sophisticated cyber attack against Iran's oil industry. Within months, Iran was apparently able to replicate that attack. The U.S. never openly admits to its top secret cyber attacks, but back in June...
You understand what she just said? I want to know if anybody in my audience just comprehended the words that she just said. Somebody write it down in the chat for me and give me some kind of hope that you guys grasped that concept. Did anybody hear what she just said? The last things out of her mouth. Anybody? You know, at this moment, my chat should be just bzzz with all of you answering. It hasn't moved. So you're waiting for me to spoon feed you the information because you guys don't want to fucking listen for yourselves. Is that it? Can you be more specific, Steve? Because that's not what she said. What did she say, Steve? Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what I said, isn't it? What's the very last thing she said? You guys are close. But you're not really paying attention. That caught y'all off guard. What she said is Iran was able to duplicate the American-Israeli attack on their centrifuges. That's what she just said. And if you think I'm lying, this is 102, right? Let's go back to 56 seconds and you listen to what she just said.
Able to replicate that attack.
Not that we're being attacked, that Iran has mastered the method. They've learned. We gave them a virus. It shows how to attack a nuclear facility in a weird way. Iran took the virus and backwards designed it. They backwards engineered it. So now they can build their own nuclear attacking viruses. We taught them that. George Bush taught them that. Barack Obama taught them that. That's what she just said. We've turned Iran into a fucking nuclear monster because we're idiots. Because our leadership didn't want to listen to people that knew this was coming down the pike that said, don't do this shit. And that's why it was all top secret. Because they knew that America and Americans were going to say, no, don't do that shit. That's fucking stupid. You're going to cause nuclear disasters over there. What are you fucking doing? You know? We had a deal with them. We were giving them their money back. And they were saying, we're not going to do nukes. As long as you give us our money back, great. We'll do other shit. And then Donald Trump came into office, took the money back, undid the Barack Obama deal. Hey, Barack Obama and George Bush were still attacking Iran, even though above ground, Barack Obama was claiming that he was giving them their money back, and oh yeah, we're playing nice. That was bullshit. Barack Obama knew the whole time we were literally starting World War III with Iran. Barack Obama is a piece of cunt shit. He knew we were starting World War III. And he didn't want to tell you guys about it. You watch that documentary and you'll hear him, what he had to say to the American people when this shit went public. You guys might not remember it. You guys might not have ever heard about it. You guys might not have been coherent when that shit was going on. But the video exists and it's on YouTube. And it's called 0 Days. You can hear Barack Obama apologizing for what America did.
The U.S. never openly admits to its top secret side.
You remember the Barack Obama apology tour? You wonder why we had to apologize for shit?
Attacks, but back in June of 2012, the New York Times interviewed U.S. officials who, on condition of anonymity, said that President Obama, from the beginning of his time in office, had secretly ordered sophisticated attacks on the computer systems that run Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities.
What?
Those officials
What?
also ordered sophisticated attacks on the beginning of his time in office that secretly that President Obama from that President Obama that President Obama 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 that 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 President Obama.
Hey, what is that woman wearing? if I was watching some kind of a dystopian futuristic style movie, that would be what the women would be wearing. What the fuck is that? I just realized that. You guys, what the fuck is she wearing? I mean, my only question is, why do the sleeves have a little bit of play in them? I'm surprised the sleeves aren't perfectly fitted. That's my only question, is why isn't it perfectly fitted? Because it looks like it should be. You know? And starched. I don't know. Is that what you call a dress? Am I out of line here, Billy? Or is that weird looking to you? She says President Obama. Present Obama.
From the beginning of his time in office, that secretly ordered sophisticated attacks on the computer, Obama from the beginning of his time in office that secretly ordered Obama from the beginning of his time in office that secretly ordered June of 2012. The New York Times interviewed U.S. officials who, on condition of anonymity, said that President Obama, from the beginning of his time in office...
The New York Times. The New York Times published that.
...office that secretly ordered sophisticated attacks on the computer systems that run Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities.
We started World War III.
Also told the New York Times that the U.S. president was very well aware
Yay!
that with every
America!
the U.S. was pushing
Thanks,
digital
Obama!
warfare to a whole new level. Ray McGovern is here today to discuss
What a
this.
fucking piece of
Mr.
cunt
McGovern,
shit.
Thank you for joining me.
Most welcome.
Do you see any indication that U.S. developed viruses were eventually used against the U.S. or its allies?
Yes. What you have to do is consider Saudi Arabia an ally. Because when Iran was targeted, its oil industry was targeted, in April of 2012, 4 months later, the Saudis lost tens of thousands of computers full of data for their oil industry. Now, you can guess who made the virus attack,
Iran.
the cyber attack on Iran, but it's pretty clear.
Which we don't know.
Which we don't know for sure, but you know, I give you a good guess that it was just as with Stuxnet, which we do know before, that Israel and the United States, hand in glove, worked on this.
These viruses... as I
Attack their own
understand-
ally? Attack Saudi Arabia? Is that what he just said? Did he just say that the United States attacked Saudi Arabian oil with a virus? Dude, I can't believe that nobody ever talks about this. Why isn't this being discussed, man?
tendency of migrating in unexpected
This
ways.
was on the
The
news!
one that was designed for Iran's nuclear power plant, the so-called Stuxnet, then spread across the world, right?
Great.
That's the danger. It causes a havoc in many systems.
Great.
And
Thanks, America and Israel.
You know, they say, well, it was a mistake. Well, hello. You make a mistake in something like that, you can cause untold damage.
The U.S. is not only fighting cyber threats, it turns out it's been leading the digital warfare by example. In Washington, I'm going to check in. RT.
Wow,
U.S.
man.
President Barack Obama has flown to the other side of the country to attend a cyber summit at Stanford University. And there he's set to sign an executive order for private tech companies to share more information with the government in an attempt to fight future hacking threats. And this follows the launch of a new unit that brings together information from various law enforcement and intelligence agencies to battle cyber attacks. But cybersecurity experts have a number of concerns with the idea.
The issue with this new agency is where is the limitation on what the use of the data is going to be, what's collected and what's being used. When you can do things in real time.
Dude, I don't think it's being downplayed, Billy. I think it got overlooked. I don't think Lee Camp, Graham Elwood, Jimmy Dore, or Ron Placone, or Katie Halper, I don't think they would downplay this. I think they missed it completely. I think everybody missed it. I think back then, when this happened, you know, Jimmy Dore was probably on tour. He was probably hosting, you know, non-political comedy events, I would think. This was a long time ago. I don't know. Where was Ron Placone back then? Where was Graham? Where was Lee? Was eventually on RT, but was he back then? I don't know. The thing is when I did a search for Stuxnet, none of them popped up. None of them did a show with Stuxnet in the title or anything. None of the channels that I subscribed to popped up in the search. They should have been the first ones to pop up. Oh, it was on mainstream media, bro. I'm just saying, dude. I just went through this. I don't know if you heard. I just went through this. You may come in late. All of the fucking mainstream outlets that covered this, bro, like ABC, it was everywhere, bro. Look, I'll find the first one. There's a TED Talk from 10 years ago. There's a TED Talk on YouTube with 271,000 views. Okay? But wait, there's mainstream media coming up here, and it's CBS News 9 years ago. Check this out. 9 years ago. 15-minute video, bro. 15-minute segment. This thing had...
For the past few months now, the nation's top military, intelligence, and
180,000 views.
Have been warning Congress and the country about a coming cyber attack against critical infrastructure in the United States that could affect everything from the heat in your home to the money in your bank account. The warnings have been raised before, but never with such urgency, because this new era of warfare has already begun.
Bro, it's old news, right? But Iran's ability to attack us is new news. They've come so far. And what do you think this attack on the east coast of the United States was? Which shut down the fuel? Did that affect you personally, Billy, when that happened? That fuel line got shut down and gas prices went up and people were in long lines to get fuel and shit? That was a hack. Who do you think was behind that? And could that have been a test run for shutting our entire country down all on the same day? You know? The fact is, Iran has the ability to hack now. They've been spending years learning how to do it. Let's listen to the report, because this is from 10 years ago.
The first attack using a computer virus called Stuxnet was launched several years ago against an Iranian nuclear facility, almost certainly with some U.S. involvement.
Almost
The
certainly.
implications and the possible consequences.
Dude, 60 Minutes said almost certainly with U.S. involvement. 60 Minutes. That's pretty solid. Back then it was, at least. Not today. Trillion-gallon reserve. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a firewall, Billy? We have a firewall? Is that what you say? You're hilarious, bro! You're hilarious. You should put the makeup back on. Where's Booze and Bozo at? That was so funny and sad. You're a funny, sad clown, Billy. I love you. Oh, a firewall. Stuxnet, bro? A firewall? You might want to pay attention to this. You might want to pay attention to this, Billy. Later? Oh, did I offend you? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was being funny. Like you thought you were being funny. I'm sorry. I thought you were being funny. Oh, I'm sure we have a firewall. I thought you were setting me up. I thought you were giving me an alley-oop there, bro. I'm sure we have a firewall against Stuxnet.
Are only now coming to light.
Oh, bye. Sorry I offended you.
The story will continue in a moment.
I'm sure it'll happen again someday. I never know with you, Billy.
I do believe that the cyber threat will equal or surpass the threat from counterterrorism in the foreseeable future.
There's a strong likelihood that the next Pearl Harbor that we confront could very well be a cyber attack.
We will suffer a catastrophic cyber attack. The clock is ticking.
And there's reason for concern. For more than a decade, the U.S. military establishment has treated cyberspace as a domain of conflict, where it would need the capability to fend off attack or launch its own. That time is here because someone sabotaged a top-secret nuclear installation in Iran with nothing more than a long string of computer code.
We have entered into a new phase of conflict in which we use a cyber weapon to create
I'm going to speed this
physical
up. We know
destruction.
this. I've already watched
in this case, physical destruction.
I've watched the
in
documentary.
someone else's critical infrastructure.
Few people know more about the dark military art of cyber war than retired General Michael Hayden. He's a former head of the National Security Agency and was CIA director under George W. Bush. He knows a lot more about the attack on Iran than he can say here.
This was a good idea, all right? But I also admit this was a really big idea, too. The rest of the world is looking at this and saying, clearly someone has legitimated this kind of activity as acceptable international conduct. The whole world is watching.
The story of what we know about the Stuxnet virus begins in June 2010, when it was first detected and isolated by a tiny company in Belarus after one of its clients in Iran complained about a software glitch. Within a month, a copy of the computer bug was being analyzed within a tight-knit community of computer security experts, and it immediately grabbed the attention of Liam Omerku, an operations manager for Symantec, one of the largest antivirus companies in the world.
As soon as we saw it, we knew it was something completely different, and red flags started to go up straight away.
That guy's in the
Stuxnet
movie.
was incredibly complicated and sophisticated, beyond the cutting edge. It had been out in the wild for a year without drawing anyone's attention, and seemed to spread by way of USB thumb drives, not over the internet. Omerku's job was to try and unlock its secrets and assess the threat for Symantec's clients by figuring out what the malicious software was engineered to do and who was behind it. How long was it?
So that's really important that you guys watch that. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for playing this on YouTube, so I'm just going to stop right now. But there's 60 Minutes. There's mainstream media. This happened 10 years ago. But it doesn't it doesn't lessen the threat of what's going to happen here in the United States, and it's going to happen. And when someone like Donald Trump sends missiles into Iraq or Iran, killing generals, there's some soldier over there in North Korea or China or Iran that all they have to do is press one button, and our infrastructure is going to completely collapse. It is something worth looking at, guys, and not ignoring, because when that pipeline went down, people were affected. The booster shot just came out today in Atlanta, so I'm trying to get mine soon, like the next day. Right on, James. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. You should. Let's turn this off. And, Chuck Grassley takes aim at Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party. What's that all about?
Last week, Special Counsel Durham indicted Michael Sussman, an attorney for the Hillary Clinton presidential campaign. He was indicted
right.
for lying to the FBI.
Right.
The indictment gives example after example of the Democratic Party's bag of dirty tricks. In September 2016, Sussman...
Yeah, dirty tricks. Dude, that's politics, bro. You guys are Republicans. You guys do dirty tricks, too. You know, it's just like football. You know, you do the Statue of Liberty, the end around, whatever it takes to win, right? So, if they're not breaking the fucking law, who fucking cares? Fuck off, you little fucking bitch ass. What a little bitch ass. Yeah, they got dirty. This is their dirty tricks. Yeah, who fucking cares? Oh, and you and the Republicans and Donald Trump trying to overturn the entire election isn't dirty tricks? Suck my dick. You guys deal with each other. All right, you Republicans and Democrats, you play amongst yourselves, okay? And fuck off. The booster shot came out. Okay, so do you think we're all are headed for communism? Jeff. No. All right, so Tulsi goes full right wing. Well, I said she was a she's a right winger. She went to war. She's a patriot. That's how you solve our problems. You go to war and you talk like a man. Oh, Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, fuck her. Fucking dumb cunt. Of course she's a fucking right winger. Does Biden's presidency end this week? Hell week in Congress. I wonder what that's all about. Fake patriots. Not me, though. I ain't a patriot. That's a funny title. Federal workers. Getting any good newsy news stuff here. The best comeback ever on climate change denial 5 years ago. Okay, Jimmy Dore, it's a less than 4 minute video. Let's watch this one. This will be fun. Climate change denial.
Huh. Hey, I don't know if you're like me, but you get kind of tired of hearing elected mofos lie about climate change and deny science because they're getting paid to do so. And, you know, why we need to get money out of politics? We need to get money out of politics, but what? Half the country denies science. What's wrong with money in politics? So, there's nothing wrong.
What's wrong with money in politics?
So, what was that again? Yeah, thank you. And so here is, you know, was it Dana Rohrabacher? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
So he's one of these jagoffs who's science denying. He's getting money from fossil fuels and all that stuff. And he panders to companies, and he's anti-science. And then they wonder how Donald Trump happened. Wow, if you dumb down your base for 40 years, turns out you get Donald Trump. So here, let's listen to him. He was talking to, I think it was Alan Grayson at a hearing in the Congress. And
my sister? Why the fuck would I tell my sister? My sister doesn't give a fuck about politics, HippieChick. Leave my fucking family out of this goddamn chat. Don't fucking tell me how to fucking contact my fucking family. Alright? Fuck you. Jesus fucking Christ. Can I enjoy my goddamn Jimmy Dore fucking episode now without your stupid bullshit?
He goes on and on about the climate change,
know.
and I think Alan Grayson kind of has the best comeback ever. Let's just listen to it.
What we have here,
that's fucking hilarious.
Hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars that we're talking about, is all based on the idea that CO2 is heating our planet. And this theory, which we have to all understand...
No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers.
This theory, this administration, is basically by putting such an emphasis on it, being willing to sign agreements that put enormous power in the hands of global decision makers instead of just American decision makers, as well as have a tremendous impact on jobs especially in the coal industry, where we're talking about tens of thousands of jobs that are being lost. I mean, I'm very happy to hear we're trying to do something to help them come through a crisis when men and women who have earned a living and supported their families, all this are now...
It's only 4 minutes. Yeah, he didn't color his hair again like that. Yeah, this is only 4 minutes worth. He's going to talk about the greatest comeback for a climate denier.
Just being thrown out because of a theory regarding my...
You know, science. That theory, that's called science. That's peer-reviewed. You know, that whole thing. Yeah. Whatever, theory. Okay, here we go.
And from California, and what he just said, if he thinks that carbon dioxide doesn't cause any human health problems, I invite him to put a plastic bag over his head, tie it tightly around his neck, and see what happens next.
Stupid. Tie a fucking bag over your fucking head. Tie a bag over your head,
bro. We need more guys like that in the Congress. We need more guys like that. We need more guys like Alan Grayson. Go ahead. Watch you. You don't think carbon dioxide not dangerous? Put a plastic bag over your head.
So that was it. That was the greatest comeback to climate denial ever. I keep doing that. I keep turning off the wrong camera. You're really working on this? Just don't get fucking personal with me. Don't bring my fucking family. You don't fucking mention my goddamn family on my live stream. Alright? I don't know who the fuck you think we are. But, you know, we're not doing that shit. So, it's just, this is getting tiring, man. I'm getting really tired of dealing with some of you, man. It's a lot of work. I just want it to be fun. Your dog's already attacked your neighbor's dog? Oh my god. Dude, this fucking stupid BBC Earth bullshit. Watch this animal get killed by these other animals. Stop recommending that shit channel. Why modern movies suck? I love it. The Critical Drinker. I'll probably watch that. I'll probably agree with every fucking thing they say. Hunter Biden emails confirmed. I mean, did anyone ever doubt it? Like, dude's a crackhead. He runs around with fucking hookers. And he takes pictures of it while he does it. I mean, what's the confusion there? I don't understand. Damn. Yeah, I think Rogi's getting a little more aggressive. You know, he's much more sure of himself. And we have to be very cautious now when introducing him to a new dog. So we went over to Oak Trees, you know, and Oak Tree has a Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua was down on the ground and was really interested in Rogi. And Rogi didn't see him. And so the Chihuahua was kind of staying back until Rogi knew he was there. And then Rogi turned around, saw the Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua came up. I was like, he's cool, right? He's like, yeah, he likes other dogs. I was like, cool. I was like, as long as that dog doesn't growl at Rogan. I mean, he's really sweet with other dogs. He gets along great with them. But for some reason, man, little dogs will growl at him for no reason. And that dog went up to him, and he was cool, man. And they didn't, you know, they got along fine. And then they were walking around together and stuff, and it was cute, you know. And it was nice, you know. He got along with the Chihuahua. coffee is really good this morning. I'm enjoying it. So my mom said America won't vote Donald Trump into presidency again. I wonder what you guys think. Do you think America will be fed up with Joe Biden enough to vote Donald Trump back in? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna feed my cat. Again. Another can. Alright, we got this. Convicted criminal. Maybe, but don't know. We got Trump coming unless Peter Pan shows up with a campaign manager and a bag of pixie dustins. God, I don't know, man. I don't know. This was like... My mom said, I told you that Joe Biden was going to win the election. She was right. And she says, and I'm telling you that Donald Trump is not coming back. And I was like, for anyone who argues that a vaccine passport is a way for the government to track you, remember, they've got your social security numbers, people. Okay? They already know you. And anytime you make any kind of a move in your life or anything, use a credit card, go to a bank, register for anything on the internet or whatever, that information is readily available. So, they're not trying to track you with these. They're just trying to make travel safe for people. That's all it is. It's just common sense. And I totally support it. Just so you know. That's where I'm at. You can be totally against them and say it's a slippery slope to etching at our freedoms or whatever, and I'm okay with that if that's what you think. We can debate that. Well, we probably can't debate it on my channel. Hey, it's raining? Holy shit, what? What is this? It's raining. Oh my god, it's fucking raining. It's great. It's raining a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit, it's raining, but it's raining. Wow, man. It's freezing cold outside. It's 54 degrees outside. Iceman, what's up, son? How's it going? Holy shit. Totally overcast. Worried about vaccine tracking chips while they have a phone and cash in your pocket. Newsflash. Important papers like court subpoenas. We spelled subpoenas like SAPINAS. Cash has RFID chips. So does your credit cards and other important papers like court subpoenas. Going good. Have the day off. Getting some shit done. Yeah? Are you dabbing? Dabs up. Oh, we're dabbing. Okay, cool. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Iceman says we're dabbing. The Vax cards. Jeff, what am I smoking on? I'm smoking on various concentrates from various places. That was oily as fuck. oily in flavor. Skittles? Shit. I think plant number 6 is birthday cake or wedding cake. I mean, they call it the. Hey, Cassandra Ann, they call it the same thing. Wedding cake, birthday cake. There's different names for it, but I'm pretty sure. It smells like wedding cake to me. So that's plant number 6, and the other ones I think they might be MK Ultra, and one of them I'm not sure. Plant number 2, I'm not sure what it is. As they get more mature, it's a little bit. The smells become more distinct and different. That plant number 6 is totally different from plant number 1. You know, they are totally different fucking strains. And the buds look totally different. The plant number 1 is a huge plant, right? With connular buds that go up the entire stalks. Just they fill the whole stalk up, right? You don't see the stem, okay? Plant number 6 is bud, stem, bud, stem, bud, stem, bud, stem, bud, stem, bud, stem, bud at the very top. Totally different. Still haven't heard a peep out of Mark. All right, let's do some dabs with Iceman. What do you guys say about that idea? What do you guys think about that?
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
I'm made for you. My eyes burn. My point is no, 'cause you'll never learn. It starts with an L.
I love my Beazle. My Beazle's here, everybody. Love you, Beazle. Hey, Beazle. Hi. Oh, can I give you a hug? Oh, I love
What you up to, Peter? What you doing, baby?
What we got here? Let's give you some food. How about an eggie? You want eggie? You want eggie? Give you eggie. You want eggie? Rogie? Rogie, you want eggie? Rogie, what is this? What is that? What is that? Is that eggie? Is that an eggie? It won't break. There. The egg wouldn't break. I was tapping and tapping and tapping. That motherfucking egg would not break, man. I had to roll it, and then it cracked. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that motherfucker won't crack. I found an egg that won't crack, man. Even with all my muscles, that bitch wouldn't crack. Oh, it was fucking funny. So what are we smoking? We smoking some bud now, bro. Gonna do bong rip, bruh. Can smoke a bong rip, bruh. Smoking a bong rip, bruh. Why am I talking like that? The Beezle has arrived. Oh, and here comes Mini Bees. What's up, Mini Bees? What's up, Mini Bees? What you doing, man? You hanging out? The Mini Bees is in the house. Mini Bees, man. Mini Bees. Mini bees, mini bees, mini bees, mini bees. That egg was sprayed with Flex Seal and the entire Flex Seal family of products. And Flex Tape and some Flex stuff on there as well. Hi everybody, Phil Swift here with Flex Seal. He doesn't lisp that bad. It's like just a vague lisp. I way overplay it. Actually, when I do Phil Swift, I sound more like Mike Tyson. Hi, everybody. Mike Tyson here to tell you about how I'm going to punch you out. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to knock you out right in your face. Huh. I can do Mike Tyson. All I got to do is Phil Swift. It's the same voice. I kind of want to hear them talking against each other to hear the differences in their voices, actually, because I don't think there's much. You know? Interesting. Interesting. I'm very interested in interesting things that interest me. Cheers, 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 everyone. Who smiles? Everyone smiles. Cheers, guys. That orange bud, man. Oh, so good. Still orangey funky. Rogan's playing with the cat. What you got, Rogan? What you got, buddy? Pizza. Did you like that eggy, buddy? You want a cookie? You got a Chewy? You got a Chewy? I haven't seen a Chewy around. You want a Chewy? Here. Let's see. That's Yak Milk Chew, buddy. You want a Yak Milk Chew? What's that? What you got, Rogie? Getting your first shot, not getting your second. Then going to get fully vaccinated. I don't know. Billy, like, you have to say, I'm not a doctor before you say that, but... Fucking YouTube. I can't believe it rained a little bit. Kind of a weird rain, man. It just drizzled like a few drops, enough to just hit one side of the freaking Dude, you know the last few days, this is so funny, I've been having a problem with alignment down there. And I realized, you know what the fucking problem is? I used up all of my sheath underwear, and I'm using my old ones now. And I'm like, every day I'm like shifting, you know, and doing this all the time, it seems like. And I fucking hate that. Man, those sheath underwears, they really do work, man. And you don't realize it until you're wearing them, and then you switch back to your old ones, and you remember how fucking what a pain in the ass that is. I'm never lined up, man. I never want to be where the fuck I gotta fucking do the Michael. Hi! I gotta do the Michael Jackson grab. Oh! Ow! Fuck. Still, it doesn't work, man. I hate this. Driving me fucking crazy. It doesn't fucking work, man. These underwear don't work. They don't work. You just fucking go, you know, wherever he wants to go, wherever it shall roam. Whatever. Psst. Unreal. And one of my fucking plants out there formed a perfect heart. It's fucking crazy. I don't even know how that shit happened. So weird. Dude, another one's curling a weird way too. They curl weird. Might be the heat, the extreme heat, making them do that. They're trying to get away from the sun when the sun is hurting them or something. COVID, then get vaxxed. After you're better, you're pretty much immune. Yeah, man. People say all kinds of shit. Everyone thinks they know. Everyone thinks they know. Everyone thinks they're a fucking scientist, Bill, you know? You don't know what to believe. And everything's anecdotal, right? It's like they only know from the few people that they've had exposure to. What's up, Lisa? You ready for your cookies? Want some cookies, please? Cookies! Cookies for the bees. 2 hours. Ooh, we went 2 hours, guys. Ice, are you still here? If Iceman's still here, I'm still smoking. Even if I am starting thinking maybe I'm getting a slight headache and I might have to take 2 Advil. I feel like I have high blood pressure right now. Hey, you're still here? All right, right on. Let's do a dab, shall we? Maybe I should check my blood pressure. Let's check my blood pressure. I just feel like, for some reason, I need to check it right now. Because all of a sudden I felt like I was getting a headache. You know, and I feel like my blood pressure is going up. Maybe it'll be normal. Wouldn't that be great? God, I hope I have normal blood pressure. Greg. Not that bad, man. 154 over 99. So, I mean, it's a little high for me, but it's not hypertensive. So that's important. But it is up there, man. It is up there. It is of concern, and I wonder if I might be able to control that down with my blood pressure medication, but I'm so used to being right there. I did just do an exercise a few minutes ago. You know? I have a feeling my blood pressure is going to go down next time I check it. Cheers, Iceman. I'll be right there. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Beasel's got a piece of cookie stuck in his gums and his teeth. He's trying to get it out. He's over there struggling. Really? Because it only brings it down a couple of points, I've noticed. Here, let's check it again. I'll just do another. Usually it's pretty consistent. Like 150 over 99. Let's see where it is now. Cool. It's, well, 162, but over 95 instead of 99, and that lower number is important, so that dropped a little bit. But the top number went up a little. But that's not important. What's important is that lower one. So, good. It lowered just a couple of points. Fantastic. This is pretty routine. I have high blood pressure. So I was hypertensive at one point, and I just did an exercise in the chair a few minutes ago for my stomach. Trying to get that next line of definition right there. I think it's going to come here pretty soon. So I'm trying to straighten my legs out while I lift my legs up and suspend myself. And that is, they're talking about a pill to treat COVID-19 for kids, guys, on CNN. You guys heard about this? A pill to treat COVID-19. We're talking about a return to maybe normal life. Within a day of testing positive, okay, it's anecdotal. Okay, well, okay. By the next day, okay, I don't know, blah, blah. Kelly said, okay. Oral antivirals have the potential to not only curtail the duration of one's COVID-19 syndrome, but also have the potential to limit transmission to people in your household if you are sick, says a virologist at North Carolina, Chapel Hill, who's helped pioneer these therapies. I'll probably get in trouble for talking about this with y'all. But that's on CNN.com if you want to see it. Right there. So this will be interesting to find out if we can get Graham, Elwood, and Lee Camp, Ron Placone, and Jimmy Dore to discuss Stuxnet, and the most important thing about any of that being that Iran is now in a position to do cyber attacks on the United States. And what you guys might not know about Stuxnet, I should have probably told you this. I was supposed to tell you this. Stuxnet doesn't need it doesn't need a human being to click on a link to accept an email invite, to do anything. This thing is completely automated and it finds its way in without any human assistance. Right? That new style of virus, that technique, is now in the hands of our enemy. And Donald Trump just sent missiles over there to kill one of their generals. I can't remember. Iraq, Iran. Were they in Iran? Were they in Iraq? Was it Iraqi? Was it Iranian? I don't know. I get them confused. I'm so sad. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember where the attack happened, and the general Salmani was his name. I can't remember if he was Iraqi or Iranian. But whichever he was in the other country, I believe. So it doesn't matter. Donald Trump basically attacked both countries simultaneously by doing that. It was an Iranian general in Iraq, right? And he sent the missiles and killed him in Iraq, right? So they only have to click one button to release a virus on us. And they've already done it. People might say, well, then why haven't they done it yet? I'd say, oh, they've done it. They've done it. I would have liked to have kept watching that 60 Minutes thing, because it was very similar to the movie, guys, that you should all watch. 0 Days. It's available for free on YouTube, guys. It's an awesome movie. It's like a 2-hour movie, hour and a half, whatever. It's fantastic. It's a great movie. And if you pay attention to it, you'll learn that we are literally right in the middle of World War III. You know? They know it was us. And we're the bad guys. They've got a bounty on Donald Trump? I didn't know that. Really? So like some Iranian national or just someone who's loyal to Iran could be plotting the very thing right now. Isn't that crazy? Huh. Dude, I hate this fucking underwear. Oh my god, I can't wait to fucking wash my sheaths. What the fuck, dude? I can't believe this is so fucking weird. These jeans with these boxer shorts are not a good combination. what's up? Tell me about this. Oh, you don't... James, go on YouTube and watch the movie called 0 Days. Hey, Jugs, what's up, buddy? Go on YouTube and watch the movie called 0 Days. Okay? Josh, listen to me, Josh. Josh, go to sheathunderwear.com and use checkout code Nays Garden for 30% off. 40% off any order, any size, as many times as you want. Get one item, 40% off. Nays Garden checkout code. Josh G. Try the sheaths. They're fucking cool as fuck. And they keep you straight. They keep you lined up. They keep you right where you want to be. Yes, yes. Sheathunderwear.com. Checkout code Nays Garden. 40% off your order. You're welcome. Weren't we watching 60 Minutes? Oh, was that the... Yeah, that was the CBS News 60 Minutes. Okay. Hey. Hey, James McGill. You're on Facebook, so you're not going to see this fucking link. But there's a link in the chat to 0 Days on YouTube. Just type in 0 Days, 0 space days. It's free on YouTube. It's an hour and 53 minutes and 47 seconds. 0 space days. Capital Z, capital D. If you can type that, if you can type 0 space days in the search in YouTube, you'll find it. 0 days. We've been talking about this for 2 days, but I will go ahead, James, I'll fill you in on what it is, okay? Anybody else that's just come in that doesn't know. We're in the middle of World War III. This isn't a scenario. It's not a what would happen if. George Bush entered us into World War III with Iran. Okay? So, George Bush and Israel worked together to create a virus called Stuxnet. America and Israel released this virus, this super advanced virus, on the internet. It sought out Iranian nuclear centrifuges and sped them up really fast until they exploded. These things were refining uranium. There were also a couple of scientists who got assassinated in the street. They got shot by some hit squads. Okay. Iran found out that it was us. It was America and Israel that released this virus on them. So they've massively increased their nuclear production to compensate for the attack that we made on them years ago. Not only that, they backwards engineered the virus, so they know how to make a virus now that can take down our infrastructure here in the United States. It was devious. We went after the pumps to speed up the pumps, like a variable frequency drive, right? It's like if someone did that to my sawmill and sped it up really fast. They got into the variable frequency drive and spun it at like 20,000 hertz. The blade would fly off. The motor would blow up. It would be dangerous. Somebody might get killed. Well, they did this to nuclear centrifuges in Iran where scientists could get killed. You know? And they put a lot of people in danger. And this was an act of war. And we started World War III. And we're at war right now with Iran. And now Iran is going to attack us back. And it's going to come in the form of a virus. And it might be released, by Iran. I would think it would be, but it could be released anywhere that's working in conjunction with Iran. And they want us to know for sure that they've got this technology because we literally gave it to them. Because George Bush and Barack Obama, you wonder why Michelle Obama and George Bush cozy up to each other, giving each other fucking Hershey's Kisses and shit, exchanging fucking M&Ms. They've got a common enemy, Iran. So they work together, and Iran stepped up their entire program, man. They increased, because of Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and George Bush, mostly. They've, they took away the money we were giving them, but I didn't realize we were at war with them. I didn't realize we'd already attacked them. This makes me sick. It makes me sick just even talking about this, man. Here, let's go back to this. Let's go back to the 60 Minutes thing. Let me know if my channels get shut down.
How long was the Stuxnet code?
You're talking tens of thousands of lines of code.
Let me know,
A
guys.
Very, very long project, very well written.
If any of my channels go down for showing you guys this, please go to one of my other channels and put in the chat, "Nay, your channel is down." Let me know so I can, all right? I'm telling you ahead of time. Because I don't know if it's going to happen again. It's so stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
Professionally written and very difficult to analyze.
Unlike the millions of worms and viruses that turn up on the internet every year, this one was not trying to steal passwords, identities, or money. Stuxnet appeared to be crawling around the world, computer by computer, looking for some sort of industrial operation that was using a specific piece of equipment, a Siemens S7-300 programmable logic controller.
This grey box here is essentially what runs factory floors. And you program this box to control your equipment. And you say, turn on a conveyor belt, turn on a heater, turn on a cooler, shut the plant down. It's all contained in that box. And that's what Stuxnet was looking for. It wanted to get its malicious code onto that box.
The Programmable Logic Controller, or PLC, is one of the most critical pieces of technology you've never heard of. They contain circuitry and software essential for modern life and control the machines that run traffic lights, assembly lines, oil and gas pipelines, not to mention water treatment facilities, electric companies, and nuclear power plants.
And that was very worrying to us because we thought it could have been a water treatment facility here in the US, or it could have been trying to take down electricity plants here in the US.
The first breakthrough came when Omerku and his 5-man team discovered that Stuxnet was programmed to collect information every time it infected a computer and to send it on to 2 websites in Denmark and Malaysia. Both had been registered with a stolen credit card, and the operators were nowhere to be found. But Omerku was able to monitor the communications.
Well, the first thing we did was we looked at where the infections were occurring in the world, and we mapped them out. And that's what we see here. We saw that 70% of the infections occurred in Iran. That's very unusual for malware that we see. We don't normally see high infections in Iran.
Please learn from Stuxnet. 2 months later, Ralph Langner, a German expert on industrial control systems, added another piece of important information. Stuxnet didn't attack every computer it infected.
This whole virus is designed only to hit one specific target in the world. How could you tell that? It goes through a sequence of checks to actually determine if this is the right target. It's kind of a fingerprinting process, a process of probing if this is the target I'm looking for, and if not, it just leaves the controller alone.
Stuxnet wasn't just looking for a Siemens controller that ran a factory floor, it was looking for a specific factory floor with a specific type and configuration of equipment, including Iranian components that weren't used anywhere else in the world, and variable speed motors that might be used to regulate spinning centrifuges, a fragile piece of equipment essential to the enrichment of uranium. And Longer speculated publicly that Stuxnet was out to sabotage Iran's nuclear program.
We knew at this time that the highest number of infections had been reported in Iran. And second, was pretty clear just by looking at the sophistication that there would be at least one nation state behind this. I know you just add one and one together.
By the fall of 2010, the consensus was that Iran's top-secret uranium enrichment plant in Natanz was the target,
Billy?
And that Stuxnet was a carefully constructed weapon designed to be carried into the plant on a corrupted laptop or thumb drive, then infect the system, disguise its presence, move through the network changing computer code, and subtly alter the speed of the centrifuges without the Iranians ever noticing. Sabotage by software.
Stuxnet's entire purpose is to control centrifuges, to make centrifuges speed up past what they're meant to spin at, and to damage them. Certainly it would damage the uranium enrichment facility and they would need to be replaced.
If the centrifuges were spinning too fast, wouldn't the operators at the plant know that?
Stuxnet was able to prevent the operators from seeing that on their screen. The operators would look at the screen to see what's happening with centrifuges and they wouldn't see that anything bad was happening.
This is all in the video.
It does seem likely that by the time Omerku and Langner finally unraveled the mystery...
You guys, this is like a Cliff Notes of... this is awesome, because it's like a Cliff Notes of 0 Days. 0 Days is the whole story, man. You're going to love it. But this is a crash course in 0 days. So here, this is it, man. There's only a few minutes left.
In November of 2010, Stuxnet had already accomplished at least part of its mission. Months before the virus was first detected, inspectors from the International Atomic Energy Agency had begun to notice that Iran was having serious problems with its centrifuges at Natanz.
What we know is that an IAEA report said that 1,000 to 2,000 centrifuges were removed from Natanz for unknown reasons. And we know that Stuxnet targets 1,000 centrifuges. So from that, people are drawing to the conclusion, well, Stuxnet got in and succeeded. That's the only evidence that we have.
No, dude, 0 Days is a goddamn documentary, bro. Go watch it. 0 Days on YouTube. It's free. Watch it after this show. All right? It's this. It's true. It's all factual. The woman that plays the role of the hacker, right? She's an actress who's literally reading true accounts from people who worked for the United States government. But I had a feeling she was play acting, and she was. But she just seemed too smooth, you know? She didn't seem like a hacker. She seemed like an actress. My dog's mother is from England and his father is from Iran. He's a Pomeranian. Zero Days based on this exact incident, or is it a fiction very similar? So I asked a refugee how he got from Iraq to Kazakhstan. He responded with Iran.
Information that's not classified.
Yes.
And there are lots of things about Stuxnet that are still top secret. Who was behind it?
What we do know is that this was a very large operation. You're really looking at a government agency from some country who's politically motivated and who has the insider information from a uranium enrichment facility that would facilitate building a threat like this.
An intelligence agency, probably.
Probably.
We know from reverse engineering the attack codes that the attackers have full, and I mean this literally, full technical knowledge of every damn detail of this plant. So you could say, in a way, they know the plant better than the Iranian operator.
We wanted to know what retired General Michael Hayden had to say about all this, since he was the CIA director at the time Stuxnet would have been developed. You left the CIA in 2009?
2009, right.
Does it surprise you that this happened?
You need to separate my experience at CIA with your question.
Right.
All right.
You can't talk about the CIA.
No, and I don't even want to suggest what may have been on the horizon or not on the horizon or anything like that.
Right. If you look at the countries that have the capability of designing something like Stuxnet, and you take a look at the countries that...
Dude, Ringside, you are fucking awesome. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Hold on. Wow, bro. Dude, Ringside Report Web TV channel, man. Dude. You are fucking awesome. Were you here? You were here when I was doing it live, bro? I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm all fucked up here with my cam. Give me a second. There we go. Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. You're like one of the few people that I've met in my life who just looks at reality for what it is and sees it without a biased, indoctrinated set of rosy glasses to cloud reality like almost everyone else does. Everyone's got a blind spot. Bro, it's like you're a boxer. You don't have a blind spot, man. You're like a boxer with no blind spot. You know? I was blown away. What's flat, black, and glows in the dark? If they keep it on, if they keep it up. You're done, Billy? That's funny. Oh, God. Oh, man, you're funny. Ringside, you saw some of it. Everybody, Ringside Report Web TV channel is here right now. This is, RSR. I don't know why I can't remember your freaking name all of a sudden. Ringside Report, RSR. It was, what's your Twitter? Tell me your Twitter, please, so I could say it again while you're here. You were a boxer in the you were a boxer. Wow, cool. Hey man, I can hit a speed bag. I got one in the garage. I can hit a speed bag. I do it with my elbows too. And my head. I can hit a speed bag with my head. Give myself a headache. Bad Brad. Bad Brad RSR. It's at BadBradRSR. Thank you. Dude, my buddy, I was sat in, I'm going to remember your name, and this is how, okay, Brad? I sat in middle school next to a drummer, right? And I was a drummer, and we were in drum corps together, and his name was Brad, and he went by Badass Brad, I believe. I'm going to remember your name now. Bad Brad RSR for Ringside Report. Yeah. Look, everyone subscribe to this guy's channel. Hey, man, I usually don't say thank you for your service, and I'll tell you why, but I'm going to thank you for your service because you did it right, obviously. You learned all the right lessons from it. So thank you for your service. I salute you, bro. All right? And I mean that. At the same time, do you still support war? Would you go back to war to solve our problems with another country? And do you think that is still the answer, like Tulsi Gabbard believes? Where are you at with that? I'm interviewing you now, bro. Where are you at? I love what you said about Donald Trump. I love what you said about Donald Trump supporters. Bro, you had some of the greatest analogies, so funny and so fast. The things you were coming up with, we were laughing. Bro, I was laughing so hard when we reviewed your video. It's a last resort. You'd still go to war, huh? You know, when we do things like what we did to Iran, we can expect to be at war until we go extinct. Somebody has to put an end to it. Somebody has to be the bigger person and stop committing to war as a solution. Because if we don't, no one will. How could you? You see what I mean? I'll keep talking to you about war, bro, for sure. I don't know if we're gonna find anything else we really disagree on. You know, you're the guy that wears the pinky ring with the New York thing. Forget about it. Shut up. You're very good, you. What? The pinky ring with the New York thing. I'm BadBradRSR. Ringside report. Ringside report. I'll get it. I gotta get you going. Hey, forget about it. The pinky ring and the ringside ring and the thing. I respect your opinion, but seeing things that we have differences on. Do you like my impersonation? Hey, ringside, this is what I say. Look, hey man, you're a Mike Tyson fan, bro. I'm a Mike Tyson fan! Forget about it! We're brothers. We're Tyson fans. We can always disagree on shit and always be best of friends. That's the way I see it. We're going to find things. The more we share with each other, the more we'll find that we disagree on. But you're going to find that you and I agree on almost everything. I can already tell. It's what you said at the end of your show. You're like, facts, reality. You're like, that's me, bro. That's all I'm ever talking about to people. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. I mean, I'm sure, you know, because you were in the military for 20 years. And 20 years and a month. And you knew exactly. It's like 20 years, 28 days. I'm out of New York. No, I'm not out of New York. I just like a little cappuccino. I like to shut up. Sometimes I'm sitting at the freaking table. We're watching the cars go by. We're sitting. I do shtick. My mom is from Sayville, bro. You know Sayville? You know, hey, you know Sayville? Shut up. You know Sayville? Hey, forget about it. You know Sayville? That's where my mom's from. Which is, you know, I don't know if you consider that, what section you would say, or is Sayville just its own thing? You could probably ask Google and find out. What you would say? What city in New York? What city in New York is Sayville in? Is that what you would say? Because isn't Sayville a city? But I don't know. Here. What city in New York is Sayville closest to? Cities near Sayville. Holbrook, East Islip, Holtzville, Islip, Suffolk County, South Shore of Long Island! Long Island! That's where it is! Long Island, my friend! We're on Long Island, we're sipping, we're out here, we're out of the we've run out of the coffee. We've run out of the coffee. 25 minutes tops from the Bronx. Bro, it looked like Mike Tyson was just going to pick you up and grab you, bro. He seems like a very physical person, and I think he felt very comfortable around you. He just opened up, you know? And I had seen a side of Mike Tyson I had never seen before. Like, hey, what you doing? Like, I thought he was going to just, you know, I thought he was going to start doing that with you, you know, or trying to slap you or something. And I was like, if Mike Tyson tried to do that to me, I might fucking have a heart attack and die out of fear. But you used to box. And maybe that was what he had with you, bro, is that you're both boxers. But I don't know, man. It was just a beautiful moment. And I was so glad to show that to my audience. Like, oh my God, this guy interviewed Mike Tyson? What? Forget about it. You did Mike Tyson. Forget about it. Nobody's even talking about that anymore, pal. Shut up. Shut up, you very good, you. Can I give you... Mike was in a great mood that day, and yes, you had about 700 views on that video. And what I would do if it was my video, go right back to the editing on that video, change the title, Mike Tyson Interview. And that's it as the title, bro. Don't put anything else. If you want a lot of people to see that interview, that will trigger the search engines, man. The way you have it, you've got an RSR interview. Psst. Nobody's searching for RSR interview, and that's the problem. Get that out of the title completely because it confuses the stupid fucking search engine on YouTube. And let me tell you something, just so you know. The search engine used to work correctly on YouTube, and it wouldn't matter what you put in your title. But now it's specific. So you have to be specific with your titles. And you can go back and change that anytime you want. And if you want, that could propel your channel massively. If people knew you literally got to mix it up with Mike Tyson, man. You were fucking face to face. You're his size, bro. You literally were eye to eye with Mike Tyson. You're fucking huge. You know? I was like, oh my God, that guy's as big as fucking Tyson, dude. I was like, you see when you're standing there and you guys are looking like eye to eye, he's like maybe 1 inch taller than you, maybe, if that. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. It's a great interview. You're right in his face. He gets crazy. He gets fucking crazy and starts running around. People are going to want to see that. You do it, and I promise you this. Let me know, and I'll show my audience, and my 19 viewers, we'll share it out there on Twitter for you, man. We'll get it out there in Facebook groups and whatever so that more people will see that Mike Tyson interview. I have a friend who is now I'm a fan of Mike Tyson, but I used to play a game called Battlefield on the internet. Battlefield 2, Battlefield 1940, what was it? 1941, I think it was. Battlefield 1941, was it? Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, and then Battlefield 1, and now I think Battlefield 6 has come out, right? And this was something that we were way into. And I was in this, I had this whole group, we had a clan going in it. We used to rock that game, a whole group of us. And one of my friends was here, I don't know if he's still here. Iceman, are you still here? Yo, Iceman, are you still here? Let me know, you're no good, yo. And a bunch of other friends, and we played this game together, and rather you show off the stuff I'm doing now, activism. Bro, listen, I will. But if you want to bring the masses to your channel, you've already got gold, bro. It's in your hands. It's in your hands, bro. The gold is in your hands. You've already got it. It's on your channel. And I promise you this, I will get you more people that want to hear what you have to say. And you can help by changing the title of that one video. I can use that. What I was going to say is, I got kind of bought out by another clan, right? This bigger clan. They were called WCK. I was in this one. We had this one. We were called Natural Born Killers, right? And we would always scramble with these other guys all the time. They were really nice. They would come in our team speak. We became very friendly with them. And their leader, his name's Ralph, he said one day, we want to take you guys over. Will you change your name to WCK and join us? And I was like, we talked about it. And we're like, yeah, we'll do it. And we changed to WCK. He was my leader for, a long time. And we remained friends for a long time. Dude, this guy is the sickest, biggest Mike Tyson fan you will ever know. He used to just meme after video of Mike Tyson on his Facebook all the time, man. He's the biggest Mike Tyson fan. He would get such a kick out of this. He knows a whole bunch of people that he's networked with from video gaming. And he sees your interview, he's gonna fucking love it, man. He's gonna love to see that. I can't wait to share that with him. You know? Did I say his name was Frank? His name's Ralph. I don't know what I said his name was. His name's Ralph. If I said Frank, I don't know what the fuck. So, yeah, your activism needs to be heard by everybody, and that's what brought me to your channel. But that's what brought me to your channel. Remember that. That's what brought me to your channel. You're gonna do really well with that one video. Your channel's gonna explode, and then people are gonna go to your latest stuff, and they're gonna love it, man. Because just keep it real, man, like you're doing. There's gonna be people, there's gonna be people that fucking hate you for what you say, and there's gonna be people that totally understand and agree. It's a way of assessing your own life. It's a way of just looking at things and just keeping it real, man. And it's so important for people to hear anyone that is speaking a truth that is based out of reality. And that's what you offer, man. You've spent 20 years being indoctrinated by one of the strongest indoctrinating forces on the planet, the United States military. They're real good at it. They specialize in it. They teach other people how to do it. And when they don't think they're as good, they go and get the pros, the Mossad, to come over and train their guys how to do it. Right? They're the best of the best of the best at making people lay their fucking lives down for them. Talk about indoctrination. You're willing to die. That's the height of indoctrination, isn't it? Someone's willing to put their life down over your cause. If that cause is not true, that is a powerful weapon. Indoctrination. It is so powerful. It's how so many countries control their masses. Marching, parades, fanfare, royalty, always let the haters come. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Hey, do you say fuck Biden, bro? You ever say fuck Biden? I mean, he wrote the crime bill, and he's proud of it still. So the crime bill, responsible for imprisoning more African Americans in our country than whites over in this unproportional, and the way it was designed, was perfectly designed to do that by Joe Biden. If you had crack cocaine, if you were poor, and if you were in the hood, and you were black, you would get mandatory sentencing. If you were like me, and you got caught with cocaine, and you went before a judge, you'd get adjudicated not guilty. You'd go to a class, a fucking seminar, and you'd be on probation for 6 months or whatever, maybe a year, or maybe 3 months. You never say fuck Joe Biden? Dude, what about him raping that woman? What about him raping that woman? What about the way he sniffs children? Don't you have a problem with him sniffing children? Don't you have a problem with a man that sniffs children? That grabs women and manipulates them and moves them around? That, oh my God, that does not... You don't see him for what he is? What about Kamala Harris? Doc's like, fuck Joe Biden. Right on, Doc. Fuck Joe Biden. I want you to hate both sides equally. And I want you to see both sides for the evil that they really are. And I want to open your eyes up to that. You ever watch Jimmy Dore ringside? Jason Weekland says, fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck Joe Biden. Do you know what these are? Do you know what these are right here, brother? These are my two latest mail-in ballots that I refuse to open or look at or participate in an election that is giving me a choice between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Or telling me that I have to support my governor of the state of California when I know how corrupt and what a piece of shit he is. Now, I'm not going to vote for the other guy, but I can't participate. You think it was doctored up? You think Biden's way better than Trump? Biden is not racist on the outside. He doesn't push people out of his way to stand for a photo op. He doesn't get on the phone with the Ukraine and try to convince the leader of Ukraine to start an investigation into the other guy illegally and threaten to not give money. And let me tell you something. Donald Trump was threatening to not give money support to states that weren't electing him, that he didn't win in, like California. Who would I like to see in the Oval Office? You. I'd like to see you in the Oval Office. I vote Ringside Report and Lee Camp. Dude, you and Lee Camp, you guys could do this thing together. Check out Lee Camp. You guys could do it. You're keeping it so real, bro. I vote for you. If you were on the ballot, I would vote for you. BadBradRSR for President of the United States of America. First person I could fucking put my goddamn support behind to lead me. You know? When you understand the evil on the left, bro, is equivalent to the evil on the right. Join me in being an independent. I mean, if you want to throw a vote against Donald Trump, you can switch to Democrat for that or do whatever your state deems necessary, and then you come back to independent after the election. I support you in doing that. Hey, man, I appreciate the people that did vote against Donald Trump. I do. At the same time, I realize Joe Biden is just the other shit side of a shit coin. You know, we're murdering folks. You know, we're still bombing people. The war machine keeps churning along. They need a new party. Bro, are you familiar with the People's Party? You are independent? I love this guy. Have you heard of Jackson Hinkle? Have you heard of the People's Party? Have you heard of Jackson Hinkle? The Dive with Jackson Hinkle on YouTube. Let's check out Jackson. Let me show you Jackson Hinkle. How about that? And then maybe I'll show you a Jimmy Dore. But let me show you a Jackson Hinkle, okay? We'll just check out his latest upload. And you can see someone else who keeps it real like you and I do. All right, check this out. The Dive with Jackson Hinkle. Very top of my search list. If I type in The Dive with Jackson Hinkle comes up. Okay, so he's talking about somebody I cannot fucking stand. Sam Cedar and Emma Vigilant. I hate them both equally. But I have personal reasons for doing so. Emma Vigilant has absolutely nothing to offer, ever. Sam Cedar does have some things to offer. At the same time, he negates that by the horrible things he says about people like Jimmy Dore. So I don't watch Sam Cedar anymore. But let's hear what Jackson Hinkle has to say. This guy, Jackson Hinkle, I think he's fucking fantastic, and I think you should be listening to what he's saying. Check him out.
How's it going?
Oh, he's 21 or 22 years old, bro. All right, let's just check out what he had to say on his last upload.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for joining me here yet again. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure everything is all set and ready to go.
Speeding him up.
Click live here on Rockfin. Okay.
Oh, he's on Rockfin, motherfucker.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Got a bit of a new addition to the setup. Got these cool lights behind me. I think they look good. But
Hey.
I literally just got them, and they're not fully charged, so they might...
I just gotta say, didn't I say it was just a matter of time before the American flag came down behind Jackson Hinkle? And you know what? I don't expect it to ever come down behind BadBradRSR. I mean, BadBradRSR fought for the country 20 years. He signed up for it. Jackson Hinkle didn't. He's not in my opinion, not a real patriot, even though he calls himself a patriot. But I said to my audience, I have a feeling it won't be long before that American flag comes down off the wall behind him. Who on the show remembers when I said that? I didn't want to say anything. It's been like that for a few weeks, and I thought maybe he was just in another room and he's going to go back and the flag would be back and blah, blah, blah. Well, the flag hasn't come back and he is in another room. And he hadn't put the flag up behind him. Who remembers me saying that Jackson was going to take that American flag down? Let me know in the chat.
The last like 5 minutes.
Give me a little bit of validity here.
They might last 20 minutes. I'm not really sure. So, a little bit of a later stream today. Partially because I was waiting for these, partially because I was doing other stuff today. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is going to be a good stream. We're going to be talking about a number of stories here today. As per usual, we'll be discussing this. Well, we're going to be talking about the end of England AOC, present votes, defense. We're going to be talking about all this news surrounding Assange and the Trump administration and what was going on there. And this new article that was published in Yahoo, which discusses the fact that the CIA was actually looking at plans and drawing up plans to kidnap, assassinate, or potentially do a shootout in London to kill Julian Assange. So we're going to be talking about that. We will be discussing, what else? We might take a look at a video that I wanted to watch that I saw Radical Leftist Agenda watching. I'm actually not sure the contents of the video.
Radical Leftist Agenda, shout out!
So check that out. What else? We're going to talk about the some hypocrisy surrounding the Haitian refugees being deported. It's actually a story I've been meaning to get to the past few days, but we haven't gone to that, so we're going to do that.
He got rid of the distortion off his microphone.
Be sure to drop a like. It does help us boost.
The mic's not distorted anymore.
So I appreciate that, and I hope you're all having a good day. I still know Miki's lighting. Does she have enough lighting like this?
He fixed the
Here's
mic.
thing. We can always change the lighting. If we don't like, this shit goes with my outfit today, but if we don't like his lighting, we can always change it. I actually do like this lighting though. We can do any color. I also got a new lens, but you guys probably couldn't tell that. But it performs better in low light situations, so this lighting, because it's low light, it works very well, which is exciting. Andrew Matthews, thank you for the super chat. Welcome everyone to a Realer Time with Jackson Hinkle. Yeah, you got late night, dive at night. That's what we're gonna call it. This is the stream. These are the streams that suck for our East Coast viewers. They'll watch them in the morning.
You gotta leave in 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you also to let's see here. Thank you to Tebit for the super chat. I saw that. And thank you to P Walker.
All right. Let me
if
see.
AOC will cry on the House floor after switching her vote to president, does anyone want her to be president and in charge of the nuclear codes?
No, definitely not. I would never want that.
Should AOC
thank you
be
to Paul Slicker and Catherine Maxwell for joining us members on Patreon. I appreciate you guys. So let's get into it, folks. Let's get into it.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Lisa, so glad you streamed today. Yeah, I'm stoked I'm streaming today too.
Go red for the CPIM.
Okay, we'll go red for a stream or something. Red's kind of like a Haru color. I'm not a big fan of red.
Here, let's slow him
Blue's
down.
my favorite color. So yeah, I didn't stream yesterday, and then I woke up very late this morning. So I expect earlier streams if it's not
I'll
like a Thursday,
speed him
Friday,
up a little
Saturday.
bit.
No, it's not Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
It hasn't started yet.
If it's a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, odds are I'm probably gonna wake up late, and odds are I'll probably stream late. Yes, and shout out to all our new subs. It's so random how this all works. But like we're going kind of through like another wave of like growth on the channel. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm stoked to have you here. I hope you stick around. We do almost daily streams here.
Wave of growth,
and
great.
We cover everything from a leftist, Marxist, anti-imperialist, and patriotic perspective. So I'm glad to have you all. Oh my goodness! So I have two surprises in store for all of you. Before we dive into like actual news, let me tell you guys this is just like a stream's worth of like new announcements, new lights, new lens. This is exciting stuff. Okay, so on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Aaron,
I don't know what Black the Blue is. Can you tell me what it is? Black the Blue? What is that? What is Black the Blue? Tell me what that is, please. Just tell me in the chat where people listen to this.
Aaron Matte will be joining the stream. Looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. And then on Thursday, so we're going back to back, right?
He's going to get Aaron Mate on. That's fucking awesome.
On Thursday, that's Wednesday. On Thursday, let me pull this up. We are going to be having on none other than... Let me double check the time here so I don't get it wrong. These are always subject to change. You never know. On Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so again, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. I don't know why I said Eastern Time. We're going to be having on BJ Prashad, who is the incredible speaker that I showed you guys. He's Indian. He has the Indian accent. He's talking about China and the left. We are going to be having a conversation about that. He's been speaking. He's had like a few videos from the People's Forum that have gone viral this week. And definitely worthy of going viral. They're great speeches. He's an author. He's written like I think like 30 books or something.
Back the Blue.
He's just an incredibly smart individual.
No, I'm a Antifa. Black Lives Matter guy. I feel like Black Lives Matter, if they really wanted support, they would change their name to All Lives Matter. Because then all the All Lives Matter people wouldn't have dick to say to them, and they'd have to join them. Otherwise, I'm a Black Lives Matter. I'm not a defund the police person, okay? I think that's stupid. You can't defund the police. You can reform them, and I've already written a bill for Congress to do so. You and I can go over that next time you have time. Have that. Back the blue. Ron Placone was on Vanguard yesterday. Fuck Vanguard. I love Ron Placone though.
I think I really do value his perspective. So we are going to be having on the two of them back to back. I mean, what a week. And then also, I mean, like I reached out to Destiny, and I was told to reach out via Discord to Destiny to schedule the debate finally. You know, I moved in. I'm ready to have it. I'm starting to debate again and make all this happen. And I'm going to be doing way more debates actually soon. So get ready. That might be more of a Twitch thing though. So be sure to follow on Twitch if you're not following there. And then I got no response. And I was like, what? So I'm like, I want to debate him, but I don't want to be like a little bitch and have to beg for it. But like, I also think it's lame that he's like not responding. So I don't know what to do about that. But
he's offended. I love it.
Let's get into it. Shout out to all of you tuning in. We got like 230 people watching. Be sure to drop a like. It does help us boost the YouTube algorithm.
You disagree to Black Lives Matter changing their name. It's only when they say Black Lives Matter, then it is other. If they say prostate cancer, people don't say breast cancer. Dude, that's my same argument. I know. You're totally right, bro. That's my argument. I'm like, you know, if there's a whole bunch of people out in the street saying, hey, man, we want to end diabetes, you don't go out there and say, but what about cancer? They're trying to end diabetes, and, you know, ending cancer would be great, too. We're not excluding cancer from our movement, but the name Black Lives Matter is racist and separatist. Do you not see that? It's excluding all the white people, bro. Now, I didn't feel excluded from it because I'm not a little bitch. I support Black Lives Matter. But there's a lot of other little bitches out there, right, who the words Black Lives Matter bothers them, and they feel excluded. So if Black Lives Matter people wanted to change the name to All Lives Matter, none of those fucking bitch asses would have shit to cry about, and they'd have to join the movement. We'll talk. You and I will talk, bro. Let's talk more. I love you. You take care. We're brothers, bro. I will see you on Twitter, brother. Definitely. You take care of yourself, man. I'm sorry you gotta leave. I love talking to you about that. My audience couldn't give a fuck. But you and I will form a new audience. How about that? Plenty of stuff to talk about. Let's hear what Jackson Hinkle is going to say here, guys.
We're going to be first talking about the okay? So let's take a look at this. I was just so shocked by this. I mean, like, pretty much everyone, even like AOC supporters, even like just general kind of like progressive people, I don't even want to say leftist, but like generally progressive people, were like critical of what AOC did. Because she, outside of like Jamal Bowman and Ro Khanna, and maybe Jayapal, I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure there was like only like 2, maybe 3 of the so-called progressives that actually call themselves progressives and actually try to posture like progressives who voted for Iron Dome funding to the tune of $1 billion, right? Everyone else was like, no. This has more than enough votes to pass. Like, it passed with 420 votes or something. So, like, why on earth would any progressive, if it has such a you know, guarantee of passing without your support, why would you sacrifice this progressive political theater that you play into, right? Why would you sacrifice this progressive character that you act as for this? Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's why Cory Bush voted no.
I know.
It's why... I mean,
yes, I know. They just revealed that the government planned on killing Julian Assange. Mike, I mean, you know, of course, that Hillary Clinton said publicly, why can't we just drone strike Julian Assange when she was Secretary of State? So, you know.
Rashida Tlaib actually...
Or was she Secretary of State? Madam Secretary? Or Secretary of Defense? I can't remember.
Good on Palestine usually. Cori Bush is usually pretty good. But I mean, pretty sure Presley voted no. There was a few others who voted no that were like Raul Grijalva voted no. Someone put a meme together, I saw it, and it was like, I'm not going to be able to describe this. It was like photos of each of the people, each of the progressives who voted no, and there was like one word per each photo of the progressive, and it was like, thank you for voting, and then it's like not you in the middle, and it's AOC. And it was like, and then it would finish off like for Iron Dome funding. And there was like a photo for each word.
I saw that
meme. AOC literally like was one of the only progressives who voted. Well, she was the only one who voted present, which still baffles me, right? And it pissed off a lot of people. Especially because, you know, she's done this virtue signaling in the past where she tweets about this, says, you know, I care about Palestinian rights, I care about the Palestinian resistance, and then, okay, we're not going to call out our colleagues when they vote to give $3.3 billion to Israel in military aid. We're not going to, you know, stop from, you know, voting or against this $1 billion in funding for the Iron Dome. We're going to vote to give $500 million in funding to the Israeli military, and then all the other stuff that she's done, right? And I put together a Twitter thread of that. But there was one person in particular, out of everyone I saw, like actually, you know, either staying silent or critiquing AOC.
He's young. He doesn't wax his eyebrows, and you know, he does have great hair. Stop being jealous. You've got great hair too, Billy.
And thank you to everyone who did critique her. I think that was, you know, justified and warranted, and that it should be applauded for people who haven't spoken out against AOC in the past for the dumb shit she's done, because you feel as though, like, I don't know, you don't want to offend progressives that still believe in her, or you still believe in her, I don't know. But like, shout out to people who hadn't spoken out a lot in the past and were really frustrated by this, and you know, you
Mike, you're not a patriot unless you go to war for the United States of America. You're not a patriot, so don't worry about it. You don't have to be a patriot. The only people who are patriots are people who literally sign up into the military. You know, the people who are willing to go kill other people to solve their problems. Everyone needs to stop thinking that way. You know, war's never going to end until we start with ourselves.
You decided to speak out. I think that's good. There's one person in particular, though, Emma Vigeland, who still has decided that she's going to lie on behalf of AOC, you know, protect her character, and be the knight in shining armor that's coming to, like, save her.
Fucking brown-noser.
From all of these mean, misogynist
lackeys,
lefties, right?
fucking
like Jimmy Dore,
coattail riding,
who are trying to tear AOC
fucking
down.
party
so
line
let's take a look
toting
at this tweet.
cunt
Let's take apart what she has to say. We may never know the full extent of the deal-making behind AOC's present vote on the Iron Dome, but it's notable that Bowman also voted yes, while someone like Presley, who I'd say is less progressive than both of them, voted no. My guess is New York State redistricting and funding. Okay, so let's look at this. So, to start it off, Emma says, and let me see if there's a subtweet here. Okay, there's two subtweets. So she also says both of these lawmakers have been vocal about Israeli apartheid, and their votes were beyond inconsequential to this bill's passage. This is why I'm speculating about a deal. Another piece of evidence that supports my thesis. This was the video from Nicole Alexander Fisher where you could see Pelosi yelling at AOC on the House floor before she changed her vote to present, and she was like crying. You know, a lot of people have been saying this might have something to do with redistricting. That's not AOC getting a deal. That's not progressives getting a deal. That's progressives saying, you know, I was actually lying about this whole notion of me not caring if I'm a one-term congressperson, and I do care about getting in Congress again. I do care about solidifying myself as a political careerist within the Democratic Party and moving up and up and up and up along the ladder until I, you know, gain enough power to where maybe I can do something I want to do on my own without having to answer to Pelosi. that's their mindset. Obviously, that's a flawed mindset. We all know that to be the case. That's a very flawed mindset to have, very flawed strategy to have. It's a strategy that has like all the historical precedent in the world to counter, but that's AOC's strategy. So one might say this is about redistricting. Well, redistricting isn't deal-making. Deal-making would be if AOC voted present on the Iron Dome.
You might be a nationalist, but the very definition of a patriot is someone willing to go to war, someone who goes to war to fight in a war for their country.
Vote, and
my father and his two brothers were patriots. I'm not.
It was the splitting vote that caused this to pass, and by virtue of her voting as present on this bill and allowing it to pass, then Nancy Pelosi would give her something in return. But that's not the case. As I described earlier, this bill passed with an overwhelming margin. It was like, again, 419 or 20 votes in favor of this. It was ridiculous. So Pelosi would never expend political capital on something if she sees and can understand that this is going to pass with a massive margin. Massive margin. She doesn't need AOC's vote. She doesn't need AOC's vote on this. So why would Pelosi expend political capital and try to get AOC to vote for this, right? There's absolutely no reason behind that. Now, there's people saying, well, why was Pelosi yelling at AOC?
So,
well, it could be something.
He's making an excellent point. All he's saying is AOC is trying to make it look like, she did what she did because she's trying to do other shit behind the scenes or whatever. And Emma Vigeland is sitting there amplifying that sentiment by saying, yeah, there must be some backroom deals that AOC's got playing. They're getting ready to do something. They're gonna upset the whole apple cart of the goddamn Senate. AOC's got big plans involving our progressive needs. Bullshit. That's what Jackson's saying.
Pelosi's just trying to exert power on all of these progressives whenever she can and get in their heads whenever they can. And if she can do that by saying, AOC, what are you doing? You're a Democrat. You're going to piss off our donors. You're going to piss off the people. We're going to be bankrolling your Senate campaign. Or you're going to be pissing off the people that are going to try to endorse you in your Senate campaign or a future campaign. Or, you're going to get redistricted and you're going to have a, predominantly
this spider just had babies.
Jewish population.
It's got
or
like
population
fucking 100
of
babies.
Ancestry
Fuck.
that will be offended by this vote if you vote no. You should rethink this. And I would imagine that's probably what happened. But that is not AOC striking a deal with Pelosi, where AOC has power and the progressives have power, and they say, Pelosi, we'll do what you want to do, but you have to give us something in return. And that's what Emma Vigeland is phrasing this as here. So these are two very, very, very different things, right? A deal versus being worried about your own
you have to
political
extract the
career
web
and sacrificing the
and take it outside.
Safety and security of millions of people, some of the most oppressed, oppressed, defenseless people on the fucking planet in Palestine and Syria and Lebanon and Iran who are suffering at the hands of Israeli oppression, right? And choosing to prioritize your career above those people. So that's what AOC did. So I just can't believe that she put this out, saying that we'll never know the full extent of deal making. This is such a bad take. It's the take that Faz Shakur said on Crystal Kyle and Friends when he was interviewed there, and he was talking about Joe Biden, and Crystal Ball was like, Faz, like, Joe Biden really isn't that good. And Faz Shakur was like, no. Joe Biden is of a generation of political minds that we're losing in this country. Joe Biden is someone that can be pushed to the left. Joe Biden is someone who stands up and actually stays...
You guys, you should check out more Jackson Hinkle. He makes so much sense, and he's making sense right there. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I love you guys. Make sure you check out BadBradRSR on YouTube and on Twitter. He's amazing. He's got a lot of truth to share with you guys, a lot of reality. So go check him out. All right, from a guy who spent 20 years in the military, I think he has a lot to offer everybody. So go ahead and share his videos out there, and if he changes the title on that Mike Tyson video, I have a feeling his channel is going to blow the fuck up. So go be a part of that, all right? Be in on the ground floor of that. Let him know Nays Garden sent you. Love you guys. I will see you this afternoon for the 4:20 show. Maybe around 3 o'clock or so. I don't know my time. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. I do know that. Well, I don't know that either, actually. I don't know. But I'm guessing. It's a good guess. I think it's a good guess. I love you guys. Fuck Joe Biden, says Doc. Take care, everybody. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, go check them out. Bye, guys. Remember, you don't have to agree with everything somebody says to support them. Remember that. Okay? Remember that. Math is the universal language, but soon it'll be Chinese. Norm McDonald. Remember what I just said. All right? You don't have to agree with somebody to support them with everything they say. I mean, you should agree with a lot of what they say. All right, cool.